Islam.
Islam Moors.
Islam.
Uh, so we're gonna see how she gonna do it. So Islam system.
Islam system.
Here, Islam Moors. We're about to get into the 2025 review with all the events that took place. Jeez, I don't know if you can hear me or not.
Oh, I thought I saved that. I didn't. You know how you be doing something, you think you saved it and you didn't save it? Man, I'm mad. Oh, sister's still live. She live on her stuff.
I don't know if you hear us not.
Hmm. No, she's live somewhere on her.
Yeah, on Instagram.
Yeah.
I think on YouTube also.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
I
we
can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I hope if I take it off mute.
Oh yeah.
Like I can hear y'all just fine. But it's like, okay, whatever.
I was like, she's on there, but
That was me. That was me.
I saw you. Yeah, I saw you up there. Like, oh, I don't know if you hear me or not. So
Yeah.
basically, we're gonna go with. So we gonna basically is gonna go over the 2025 review, all the events that took place. You know, they nothing but distractions anyway. So we can go in order from
Yes.
the.
That's the only way we're gonna keep it straight.
yeah,
And then it's like some of this stuff, because I've been going through, if y'all want to follow along with this, I've been going through Wikipedia where
Oh yeah, me too.
they have it broken down by day and you just pull it up and you just scroll and see the whole month, right?
Yeah.
And I'm seeing how a lot of stuff happened because some other stuff happened first, right? And everything was straight until January 20th. And then it was like, okay.
Nah,
We
it
got
was straight.
this in order for real. Because it's Gemini energy all over this stuff for real.
Oh yeah. So we gonna go. The first one happened right on January 1st. The New Orleans truck attack.
Yep. And that's why they
Yeah.
canceled a bunch of celebrations this year.
I ain't know that.
Oh, excuse me. Don't worry, study more. There's another one coming up this Monday. And I think it might be the last one. So you good. The Moorish Monday. Every Monday.
More.
There's one more coming up. So you straight.
So definitely gonna go into the. I did look at Wikipedia on the New Orleans truck attack. So we're gonna start on that one. So I can read that one. It says 2025 New Orleans truck attack was an Islamic domestic terrorist attack occurred on January 1st, 2025 at around 3:15 a.m. Central Time when gets it Masadu Din Jabbar, a 42-old African American Muslim man, rammed a pickup truck into a crowd on Bourbon Street in New Orleans, Louisiana. Then exited out the truck and engaged in a shootout with the police before a fatality shot. 14 victims were killed, plus the perpetrator, and at least 57 others were injured, including two police officers who were shot. The attack occurred on New Year's celebration in the city, with a scheduled to host the 2025 Sugar Bowl later that day. So, really, it more seemed like a CIA planned event. An African American Muslim.
And then wasn't it the same day or the next day where somebody blew up some stuff in New Orleans?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it was like the same day. It might have been the same day.
Same day.
Yeah, so it was one. It was funny because I was like, wait a minute. So it's one in Las Vegas and one in New Orleans. These are because it stuck out to me because those are both party towns, right?
Yep.
So yeah, same day. I think it was the same day because I'm like, here we go.
Oh yeah, it was the same day. Yeah.
Return to the age of Trump. He hasn't even gotten in office yet, right?
Yeah, it happened. Yeah, it happened. Right. The cyber truck attack. Yeah, the explosion for the Trump hotel.
Right.
It happened the same day. Yeah.
Yeah, same day.
The same day. Happy New Year, right? Golly. Woo,
yeah, because it happened because the New Orleans attack happened 3:15 a.m. Later on that morning, a few hours later, that's when the explosion happened at the Trump Hotel.
That's why I just stayed in the house. I'm staying in the house. You know what? I'm going to find something to do, that kind of thing.
Yeah, because it's no coincidence. There's a plan. Those are planned events, like the rest of them. The CIA plan events and get people distracted.
Speaking of CIA, some other stuff that happened the first week of January. Peacekeeping troops from Guatemala and El Salvador arrive in Port-au-Prince, Haiti, to enforce UN-backed multinational security mission to restore order in Port-au-Prince amid increasing gang violence. So they basically did a Psalms 83 against Haiti, where they collaborated and decided to invade the country. I wonder what Haiti got. I really do. Because those people beat down, they down low, and they still fighting for something.
Right.
I get the land. I get it's your land. I get that. But y'all share an island with the Dominican Republic, and ain't nobody messing with them like that.
No, you didn't hear anything about them.
That's what and it's like it's just a bridge to separate y'all. That's it.
Right.
So what are y'all holding on to? Right. And then that's why I was like, let's go in order, because I was going through, I think I got up to April, and they were talking about Kenyans joined in on the same mission. Kenyans? What are Kenyans doing over there? Ecuador and Guatemala, I can kind of understand because at least that's still the Americas. Right. Kenya, that's East Africa. But okay.
Do they have an army? Not army. Do they have their own army?
They have peacekeepers.
Peacekeeper, okay.
Yeah. The white helmets. I think that's what they call them. And usually when I hear white helmets, it's like, it's not a good thing, but whatever. It's like, that's what y'all supposed to be resisting, that kind of thing. All right. Can I just run through the list? Because I went through and just grabbed a bunch of stuff. And then it's like, if Moors want to jump in, and I'm reading off on Instagram. So if you want to chime in, I'll read it off. But I'm going to run through the stuff that stuck out, because January was fine until the 20th. So, okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's I don't have the dates for it, but I'm just going to read through. I don't have a dates for all of them, but I got dates for other ones. So, okay. So after the Port-au-Prince thing, these are in order. I just don't have the dates. Proposal for the United States to purchase Greenland, in case y'all forgot about all this stuff. The resignation of Justin Trudeau. That was huge because, I mean, how long was he prime minister, right?
I would say not even a year.
No, he was prime minister for a long time.
Right.
And then he was the second generation, which is kind of funny that he resigned, right? Because I think his father died in office. Got, what is it? The Palisades fire in California, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like that was the first time that one of the fires actually touched our people. And then people started looking into who those people were. And it's like, oh, okay.
That big fire in California.
Yeah, it was a part of California. Altadena. They were like, yeah, that's where all the black folks who work in Hollywood live. And that's why it's like, okay, when hurricanes hit, they don't hit us, right? It might land right next door to us. We'll see the damage out our window, but they don't really hit us. And it's like the first time so-called black folks made it into the news for being like deeply affected by a wildfire. And then like I said, folks looked and like, why them? And they looked into it. It was like, it was a thing. All right. So there was Guyana, Venezuela territorial disputes. I don't know if y'all know about that one, when Venezuela found that, Guyana found some oil. off their coast. So Venezuela was like, you know what? It's not enough that we have the biggest oil reserve right now. We're going to take that too. So they just took it. They just said that's ours now.
So that's why Trump.
That's all they did. Yeah. I don't know. And now I guess Trump is trying to invade and he's like, I'm going to take Venezuela and take what Venezuela claimed on top of it. Because that's a whole bunch of oil. It's a whole bunch of oil over there. I mean, wow. The resources that's on this side of the planet. Okay, so after that, this is all still the first week of January. Now I'm getting into the second week. International Criminal Court arrest warrants issued for Israeli leaders. Death and state funeral of Jimmy Carter. U.S. President-elect Donald Trump is sentenced for falsifying business records. This is before he got inaugurated, because they had to discuss, like, we got 2 weeks before he becomes president, and then we can't do anything about it because the Supreme Court designated presidents as kings, where they are officially above the law, at least until they get voted out, right? Which is funny because they did that when Joe Biden was president. I'm wondering why he didn't just keep the position. Oh, because they're working together, right?
Exactly.
Because why didn't he keep it, right? But whatever. Let's see. United States Supreme Court upholds a law that could ban TikTok in the United States. Second inauguration of Donald Trump. So now this is when everything starts dropping.
Oh yeah.
So I know this date. This is January 20th, because I was like, woo! All of that stuff that started happening on the 1st because of what was going to happen on the 20th, right? Let's see. So protests against Donald Trump begin. Trump signs executive. This is his first day in office. Let me turn that off. Okay. Trump signs, what is this? Executive order calling for the remaining Gulf of Mexico. Wait. Trump, in case y'all forgot, Trump signs executive orders calling for the renaming of Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, in case y'all forgot about that. Because nobody does it except like a few news stations and Google. Let's see. Trump declares illegal immigration a national emergency under the National Emergencies Act. Trump, see what happened? This is first day. Trump officially creates the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, led by Elon Musk. Pope Francis, I don't know why I put this in here. Pope Francis announces that nun Raffaella Petrini will be appointed president of the government. Oh, I know why I put this in here. Becoming the first woman head of the government of Vatican City. Why did he surrender it to a woman? He surrendered the city to a woman. Right before he died, too. Let's see. First school shooting. Antioch High School shooting. Let's see. The U.S. State Department freezes nearly all foreign aid except military aid. Wow. U.S. State Department, because I copied and pasted it from, who is that? Wikipedia. U.S. State Department freezes nearly all foreign aid except military aid to Egypt and Israel, as well as emergency food programs. So they froze all military aid, and then they shut down USAID. Trump signs an executive order eliminating gender radicalism in the military. The United States Office of Personnel Management offers a deferred resignation scheme to the 2 million federal employees. I don't know if y'all forgot about that. It's been a long, short year, right? Oh my God. Because I can't believe it's 2026, but it's like so much has happened. Like, oh yeah, a whole bunch of people got fired the first month of the year, right?
Yep, sure did.
Let's see, 2 million people were offered the remember when Elon Musk sent out that email? Send me 5 things you do in a day so we can determine if you get to stay in the government.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
A Dutch, South African, Canadian telling both this stuff. I'm like, yeah, this place is done.
He got foreigners. He got a bunch of foreigners.
It's falling apart. Look how sloppy that is. I'm a Dutch, South African, Canadian dictating what's going on in the United States. It's over. It's over. If you got to be doing all that,
it's been over.
It's over.
It's been over. They on their last leg. That's why they doing all this stuff. Yeah, a bunch of foreigners uh, doing all kinds of trying to push authority when they have no authority.
And now they showing it because it's you just letting anybody come up in here and do anything they want as long as they can pay for it. That's fine. That's fine. I wonder what's going to happen when the people who know how to get that kind of money take over. You really think the majority is going to put up with that stuff when these people are why they quit jobs. It's like, I'm not going to let you run it's like, fine. I'm glad I'm over here because all I got to do is do like the slaves were doing when Moses was talking to Pharaoh and Pharaoh wouldn't listen. I know how that story ended. They came out with great substance, right? Mm-hmm. Didn't have to lift a finger. All they had to do was sit there and wait for it to be done. I'm just running through this because it's 10 minutes per month, right? And then if y'all want to stick out, let's let it stick out, that kind of thing, and discuss. All right, so where was okay. Trump announces plans to transform the United States detention facility in Cuba's Guantanamo Bay into a holding center for undocumented immigrants capable of hosting 30,000 people, which is funny because that lease expired over 100 years ago. And I think they only paid it once, like the first month. They rented it from Cuba in the 1800s. They paid the first month's rent and never paid again, but never gave the land back. I don't get it.
That's crazy.
Even after the Bay of Pigs. It's like, there go your justification for eviction right now. I don't get it. I just don't get it. But it's kind of an admission. It's like, oh, all that's telling me is that ain't yours. Otherwise, how is that occurring? That must not be yours. The whole island ain't yours. Is that all of it? Oh, a few more. French military withdrawal from West Africa. Oh, here we go with all the plane crashes that started happening right after he got inaugurated. Remember that?
Yep.
Potomac River. Yep. Potomac River mid-air collision. And then there was a Learjet air ambulance because they were carrying some child and their family to go get like a transplant and crashed into the river. Wow. Let's see. Killing all 6 people and damaging multiple homes. All right. So that's January. Woo.
It breaks down some of that stuff down. All these, I think it's trying to get people be afraid of flying, control people movement. That's why these plane crashes happening.
So it sounds to me like these immigrants might want to take the opportunity to leave while they can. Because
they had a chance.
Where they were going to shut down the borders and trap us up in here. Or trap them. I don't want to go nowhere. You ain't trapping me.
No, they trying to keep people out or keeping people in. I heard
they like try to keep people in and then like shut down all the social media and actually shut down the internet so they can start doing some cleanup. And if for whatever reason, I'm not worried about it. That kind of stuff does not scare me. It's like, I know you ain't talking about me because whatever you have done to me, you've done already. You all lynched us. What more can y'all do? You stole our children. You twisted our minds. All right. You destroyed our families. What more could the best you can do is kill me because then I can escape from you, which is why they won't do that.
You're helping me.
This ain't for us. We're boring. What more can you do to a kicked dog that ain't moving no more? Right?
It's funny. That's what you see Trump doing all this immigration stuff.
Yep.
They clean up a lot of stuff. That's what he's calling a lot of that, and they gave him an opportunity too to say, when Homeland Security, he said, we give you 3,000 self-deport. They say they had it till December 31st, yesterday, to leave.
Oh my God! And I told you about what Mississippi is doing. How they said if we catch you, ICE got 24 hours from the moment we detain you to come get you, or we get to keep you for life. Mississippi doing some stuff like that. I can. They're the poorest state in the nation because they perfected Willie Lynch. They perfected.
People got the opportunity to leave, but they still standing here.
Yep.
They're telling you.
They think they can wait it out. It's like, dude, this is the first year.
Then you illegal here. So is Trump. Trump's illegal too. I say,
we deal with that.
Yeah.
We deal with that when he knows what he's doing. You know,
yeah.
let him cook. Let him cook.
Yeah. But it's like, yeah, Trump didn't know he had to clean up this mess they made. That's what's really going on. And they're attacking the Somalians up there. They a bunch of crooks anyway. We all
they
knew that.
Did it to themselves. He ain't. Yeah. How you went and cleaned out Home Depot of all the red paint so you could paint yourself as a target. Congratulations, it worked.
Everything backfired on all these immigrants.
Stole all our records. That's why we can't prove that there were children here. Why would somebody steal your child care records? Why would somebody? I ran a daycare when I was in college. Okay, they got computers, they got like cameras, right? Mm-hmm. They have what else? Changing tables, diapers, formula. But I'm gonna take your records. Who am I gonna sell that to? I'm gonna break in.
They got daycares and no children in it.
Y'all. I thought y'all being inbred was a rumor. I don't think it's a rumor. You know. And then he's the dude who's speaking. He's up there. Have you seen this thing? He's up there as the representative to Mount. I'm a faithful Minnesotan wearing a New York Yankees cap.
It's over. It's over for them.
Y'all are making. They need new black people, someone they can collectively come against. Congratulations, because this is in this month. This happened yesterday. This might be a part 2 to this. I don't know. Right? This happened yesterday where Trump shut down all child care funding for everybody in the United States of America because of what just happened in Minnesota. You do know married people get child care assistance, right? You know, married people as in with guys with guns who don't like brown people. I was like, okay, I can understand doing that in Minnesota. You shut it down for the whole country because of them. Guess who the new black folks are? Where everybody just hate them, even though I'll figure out the details later, right? It's y'all now, all of y'all, just like with us. Mm-hmm. But oh well, I can't feel bad for you because you did it to yourself.
All of them, anybody who's against us is catching hell now.
Yep,
that's what's coming down, and they don't like it. Well, we gotta say I don't want to go home, but you ain't staying here.
You don't have to go home. You just got to go somewhere else. Nobody said you got to go home. That's the part that's tripping me out. There's a whole planet. Like I live in an apartment complex, right? There's 5 other units in addition to mine on this little, because I have a townhouse. So it's 6 townhouses total. I'm just one of them, right? And then across the street, there's like 7, 8 apartment buildings. And then on the other side, over there, why do the strays and the hurt children keep ending up on my porch? I really want to understand so I can stop this because I'm tired of it. I don't want to be that fly. I really don't. For real. Nobody said you have to go anywhere. You just can't stay here. You can choose. Mm-hmm. That's the American way, freedom of choice, right?
They fight to stay over here because probably criminals. Because probably their own country
don't go home. You ain't got to go home. There's Mexico and there's Canada. There go 2 choices right there.
And now they're kicking them out too in so-called Canada too. Kicking them out.
That stuff be tripping me out. Like, oh, I'm having all these problems in my country. So I just came to America for a better life. How many countries did you pass through to get here?
They want to live that so-called American dream.
And then it's funny how many you find actually as they're coming up here, right? They got us like, oh, it started raining, so we stuck here for a couple of days. They start walking around and be like, you know what? I'm just gonna set up camp right here. Next thing you know, they flourishing. No excuses, right? You can't find nowhere else in Africa to go. You can't find nowhere else in the Caribbean to go. All those islands out there. Give me a break. Guadeloupe is gorgeous. Ain't nobody thinking about Guadeloupe. You can go there if you don't want to be in Haiti, right? I don't understand it. I don't care where you go. I'm a mother, right? I'm like so happy to have my own room. You just don't understand how important and how vital that is. Just to be able to close the door and just be like, I don't have to deal with anybody's nonsense right now. I don't have to be explaining nothing, right? Because it's just me. And in a national sense, it's just me and mine. Like all these foreigners, I put up this stuff about our voodoo and stuff. Our hoodoo. No, it's actually voodoo. No, it's not. No, it's not. Right? You have voodoo, which is based on using African stuff and Caribbean stuff. We have hoodoo, which is based on using stuff you can only find in the Americas. Just because the names are similar does not mean the practices are. But y'all just can't accept that we could possibly, in all of creation, have something that belongs exclusively to us. It's just crazy. So yeah, I'm a separatist. I'm a bigot. You know, I want to be racist. I'm working on the power to be racist. For real. So I can kick y'all out. Just so I can, you know, I want what you got. I want what you got.
They're going to be kicked out of here anyway.
Nothing but Chinese people all over the place. I want what they got. You know? And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I really don't. And, you know, I can't stand what Trump is from what I see he's portrayed as. He seems extremely disgusting, right? Because I've been seeing this man since I was a child. And I've been around elderly Caucasians. The poor ones are horrible. I can't imagine what the rich ones are like, right? So, yeah, you suck, but I appreciate what you're doing, what you're being used to do, that kind of thing. So.
And also, I don't think you put on there that he almost got assassinated twice.
That was while he was running.
Yeah.
That was before that wasn't this year. That was last year.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because there was a bunch of stuff. I'm like, didn't that happen this year? No, that was last year.
Shit, yeah. He says, but it's working their way up to it.
Nope, that was last year. Yeah. Like, oh, dang.
Yeah. They tried to kill him twice. Like, man, because people hated it. And I was like, man, why hate this man? It's like, because they know, they saw what he was going to do. Yeah, it was set up. And they knew as soon as he got in office, he's going to get back in office. And they knew what was coming. And a lot of people are upset that he's cleaning up the mess. And they can't live comfortable no more, especially these Europeans in the North America. And now they thinking, well, tell people it ain't the funds that Homeland Security is getting to deport these Mexicans and everybody over here. It's for y'all too. Y'all got to go home too. Sooner or later, they're going to come start picking on the Europeans. So
everybody because it was a bunch of immigrants who could vote. They voted for him. Cubans for Trump, right? Latinos for Trump.
Everybody for Trump.
Somalians for Trump, right? All these Arabs, Muslims for Trump, because we got to get him out of there so we can end the war in Gaza. Okay, how did that work out?
Yeah,
he got a target now.
It's crazy how so much
play themselves.
Play on the American people and then change it. It was just like, because we know what the truth is. We know what the truth is. They're fighting for power and oil. That's all it is. And we just got to understand that we really ain't got control. That's why we got to control our own situations. Let them do them, and we do what we do.
Yeah, they about to find out what we've been dealing with. That we've been warning them about. You don't want to be, these people are not your friends. Okay, go for it.
Never was your friend.
Maybe it will turn out better for you. All right, good luck.
That's why you see a lot of so-called Latinos and Mexicans get mad at the so-called black people. Why they ain't helping them?
Help you what?
Well, why come you ain't helping them? Well, it's not our problem.
And my question is, I will ask them, then this is how you shut them down. Help you what? Tell me what you want me to help you with. And the only thing they can say is come out here and protest. All I heard was come out here and catch these sticks for me.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what they meant.
Go catch your own. Wow. Been there, done that. Got the t-shirt. Got the epigenetics. All right, I'm good. All right, we better move on. It's 3:33. Let's go on to February. January. I knew this was gonna happen, but it's okay. All right, so
I'll say, it could be more than 2 hours if we go past 2 hours. So.
All right, so I gotta go cook though, because I gotta make my black eyed peas. For real. All right. Okay, so February, I'm gonna run through them. Please stop me if anything jumps out. So it started with the U.S. trade war with Canada and Mexico. Then the U.S. trade war with China. Then now I got the dates coming in. February 4th, mass shooting at a warehouse in Albany, Ohio. So that was the second one of the year. So 2 in 2 months. On the 5th, the first flight carrying so-called high-threat deportees from the United States arrived at Guantanamo. Boy, that dude did not waste time. So on the 20th, he said, we sending y'all to Guantanamo. And by the 5th, it had happened. Hey. And on the same day, Trump signs an executive order that prevents transgender women from competing in women's sports. I can't hate on that.
No.
I cannot hate on that. Right? And then the next day, on the 6th, Donald Trump signs an executive order that prevents transgender women. Wait, I got that in.
That's the same one.
Okay, that's the same one.
But, yeah.
So on the 7th, South Africa, United States relations, where they were dealing with racism in South Africa. And that's when he proposed to classify those millionaire South Africans who could leave at any time they chose as refugees to make it easier for them to come over here. All right. On the 11th, I don't know if y'all remember this one. King Abdullah II of Jordan meets with President Trump. And Trump ambushed him. Come out, oh yeah, the president of Jordan, he's just going to take all these Palestinians so that we don't have to keep paying for bombs for the Israelis to kill them. Mm-hmm. And dude, the king of Jordan's face, you could see he was like, wait, I said, what? He starts blinking. His eyes just start going a million. His eyes were like hummingbirds. He was blinking so fast. All right. And he caught him off guard, and then he politely corrected him like, that ain't about to happen. But here's what I will do, right? Play the video of me hanging out the side of a Jeep that my son is driving, and I'm firing a machine gun. I'm hanging out the window firing a machine gun. That's me. What do you think my soldiers can do? Right? Mm-hmm. That's what happened at that meeting, which is why they don't want Palestinians in Jordan right now. All right. The same day, on the 11th, Google Calendar confirms it has removed Black History Month, Pride Month, and other cultural events from its service. Why is why are Black people always associated with homosexuals? It's like, that's Greek. Yeah. Give me a break. That's y'all stuff. All right. Mm-hmm. Let's see. On the 13th, February 13th, Charles Ezel, acting director of the U.S. Office of Personnel Management, so OPM, signed a directive instructing federal agencies to dismiss probationary employees. That's when they fired all those people who hadn't been in their position for at least a year and a half. And it was messed up because a lot of those people hadn't been in their position for a year and a half because they had just gotten promoted. Right. So, oh, you're great. Now you're fired. Oh my God. Yeah, it was a big old, and that's when they fired all those people that were managing the nuclear warheads too. Oops. Mm-hmm. Wow.
Air traffic controllers.
Because they had all just been promoted to that position. Man, oh man. On the same day, so February 13th, Trump administration drops a federal corruption case against New York Mayor Eric Adams. I remember that. In order for them to let ICE start getting those illegals. That was the deal. Right. All right. So on the 17th, demonstrations take place at state capitals around the United States, including at Union Square in Washington, D.C., as part of 50-51. The one that they were supposed to be having every single month. But because a certain population didn't show up, they've only occurred every 6 months so far. Yeah, that's what happens when you don't have a battery in your stuff. Let's see. On the 19th, 2 light aircrafts collide mid-air at Marana Regional Airport near Tucson, Arizona, killing 2 people. All right. Oh, this one was funny. On February 19th, Vladimir Putin announces that Russia and the United States have officially agreed to restore diplomatic relations. On the same day, February 19th, there was a meeting between U.S. President Donald Trump and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky at the White House. Remember when him and Vance ganged up on him and chewed him out when they both turned into trailer trash in front of an international audience? They did that, dude. You remember that? I'm just like, this is crazy. A little bit of it. You never said thank you. What? Oh my God. There is like a guy who has an office that takes care of that. But you dressing this dude down in front of the whole world right after you just, restored relations with Russia. Then you had a meeting with Zelensky. These people are wicked. On the same day, February 19th, former Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro is formally charged with leading the 2022 Brazilian coup plot, which attempted to overthrow current President Lula da Silva. And that's leading into something else later. February 20th, the United States Internal Revenue Service announces it will lay off over 6,000 jobs that week as part of downsizing led by DOGE. What's that? February 21st, the United States Department of Defense announces it will jointly lay off 4,500 probationary workers, cutting 5 to 8% of the civilian workforce. The United States Forest Service also announces it will lay off 2,000 employees. So that's what 6,500 people lost their job in one day. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Crazy.
Yes, messed up. Because of some triple foreigner that doesn't know how this government works. Because why would he? What government? Are you Dutch? South African? Canadian? But you over here running this stuff. Let's see. February 21st, 3 people killed in a shooting outside a motor vehicle office in Louisville, Kentucky. So that's the third mass shooting in 2 months. Mm. I don't know if that's I don't know, because only in America do you have to ask what counts as a mass shooting. I would think it's more than one. I would think it's more than one, but I gotta ask.
And also they got a lot of mass shootings they don't talk about either.
Yep.
There's a lot of mass. They keep it. They only pick certain ones out because you look at sometimes they'll put a map up there. It's like I didn't know all these mass shootings happen.
Well, it was a guy who killed his whole family. So since they were related, it was domestic violence. It wasn't technically a mass shooting. Okay.
Yeah, kill everybody in the job and stuff. Yeah, get fired and kill everybody.
Charge. That's the messed up part.
Because these mass shootings are ran by he had in his book too, William Cooper book. He's ran by the CIA. It's some a lot of these they call it
MK Ultras.
MK Ultras, and a lot of these people that are doing these mass shootings are from these mental hospitals too.
Yep.
That's why they always kill them. That's why they always kill them.
Stranger Things. That whole thing is talking about that. How they get them as children, making them do this stuff.
Yep, and they program them too. It's like, this guy. Sometimes it's like, how do you catch this person that quick?
That quick, right? And got his whole story by 11 o'clock, right?
Yep. he had all kinds of guns and social media talking about killing and shootings and all that. How do you know all this?
Oh, the teachers contacted him about it. They contacted his parents. Okay.
He's been saying this for last year. He's gonna do this and that. They had a whole story planned out. I said, it's set up. It's all planned.
But no, black folks are most dangerous. Black folks the ones you got to watch out for, right? And everybody that believe that getting caught up right now.
Mm-hmm. and it really take the guns away from people too, because they always use the same gun, AK-47. Yep. It's always they always got the same.
I don't understand why they selling a gun like that to civilians anyway. For real. I mean,
military weapon.
I guess it's like, well, I'm gonna go ahead and assume something I don't, which is why that's available. But otherwise, why do you need something that can for real blow somebody to bits? Right? I could shoot you in the leg. That's good enough for me. Like you trying to make MASH, that kind of thing. Okay, it was one more for February. On the 26th, the Trump administration bans reporters from the Associated Press, Reuters, and a bunch of other places from the White House over their refusal to refer to the Gulf of Mexico as the Gulf of America. And I'm just like, this is why I love to study. I was like, okay, what are some of the signs of impending and avoidable, because sometimes you could turn it around. What are the signs of an unavoidable collapse of an empire? And one of the ones they put up was that they think they'll be around forever. Right? Because I'm just like, the fact that you're changing the names on buildings, you building this ball house that's not supposed to be done until 2032, right?
Oh yeah.
That makes me think you assume that you're gonna be around that long. Oh, okay, it's over. That's good. That's the good news.
They'll be out of here too, so they can't keep people catch on. Even a lot of people starting to catch on and starting speaking about against the corruption going on here too.
Yep.
They
pushed them too far.
They put it, and it's in a key offer plan too. Of people, they know that people going to restart resisting, so they ready for that too. People start, well, we ain't going to work. We ain't do.
Why would you do that? Why are you pushing people like that? Right?
Setting up.
Like, I know how to make you mad, so I'm gonna do that. Why? Really? When we outnumber you on top of that, you ain't got enough bullets. Well, we got sound waves. Some of us are deaf. What about them? Some people can't hear. And then there's these things called industrial strength ear blocks, right? Or earplugs. It's just like, yeah, y'all really are some cavemen. The hubris, right?
Yep.
Golly. It's just crazy. Going through this whole year was like, yeah, these people have lost it. These are all signs of desperation, for real.
And got on here too. U.S. President-elect Donald Trump sentenced for falsifying business records. And they found him guilty. I said, I said,
that's why he ran for president, so he wouldn't have to go to jail. The fact that you elected a guy who for real said, I don't want to go to jail, so I just want to run the country so I don't have to go to jail. And then look at the country. Now it looks like it's being ran the first felon in the White House.
Yeah. Convicted felon.
It was a felon versus a prosecutor. Oh my God. And y'all chose you chose Barabbas.
I knew he wasn't gonna go to jail anyway, so I already knew he wasn't gonna go to jail. Trump wasn't gonna go to jail.
I know he wasn't gonna go to jail, but it's like it was just somebody brought up something a while ago. It was like the same thing with Barack Obama versus Mitt Romney. This is what they said. This is not me. Disclaimer. I'm just repeating what somebody else shared with me. They said that was the Moors' chance to take their stuff back, to take it from a foreigner who is from a foreign mother and a foreign father by his own words. Whatever it really is, who knows? But these are his words, right? And giving it to a Mormon of all people. And they chose the foreigner because the Mormon would have probably been at least, how it's like it switches up the energy because now he's going to be putting his Mormon aura, which includes a lot of Moorish stuff just because it's Mormon, right? And that was one of the tests. If this was another one, this is another Barabbas moment. Which do you want? As horrible as she was, I understand that. But one is a felon and one is not. Which one you about to pick? Are you really about to put it in the public record that you elected the first criminal to the highest office on planet Earth?
Mm-hmm.
And
they don't realize that they don't even realize that they did that. Was
it so-called Benjamin Franklin, who I think was Benjamin Banneker?
Banneker.
That was Benjamin Banneker. But because they knew all the same people, went to all the same parties, but for some reason they never met. Sure. Anyway, he said, some woman stopped him and asked, what kind of government do we have? A republic, if you can keep it. Right. Yep. And I think it might have been him too, or it was somebody else who said one day the United States is going to elect the leaders that they deserve. There you go. You a bunch of white trash, avaricious, opportunists. Yeah, get your dictionaries out.
They knew what. I think people knew if Trump got in there, things was going to go downhill for him. That's why you see a lot of these Europeans who acting up when they elected and said, now some president again. They flipped out.
Right.
Because they knew it was over. they knew it's going downhill. So, okay, he doing all this, because he knows the corporation is done. And around the world, that's why he's going around countries trying to make amends with these people. That's what his place is going. He knows that people turn their back on the United States and profit withdrawal. Everybody's going to turn their back against the United States.
Yep.
They announced the Federal Reserve notes. That's a fatal blow.
Right, and they started to phase that out. Got rid of the penny. Y'all better keep your pennies. They're officially collector's items. I'm just saying. And Shamar Long said we got a president parolee. He hasn't been sentenced yet, so technically, but I'm right there with you. And then Aton L 40, and it says the highest office in the colonial quasi-government. Agreed. And my mantra is I always make sure it's your fault. If something gets ruined, me personally, I don't like cleaning. I'm very good at it. I just don't like doing it. So I try to avoid messes in the first place. So if there's a mess, I'm going to do everything in my power to avoid it. So it must be your fault. So now they're making it their fault that they got to get kicked out the country. And I'm here for it. You picked a felon as your leader.
They don't realize that.
And now you're trying to make him into a king. This was the American experiment to prove you all want kings. You don't want to be free, which is why you're trying to force kings on the rest of it. This was the only side. It was so beautiful. One side of the planet had kings and one side of the planet did not. Mm. And now look what y'all doing. You ruined the whole thing, or you're trying to, right? Thank goodness, we did the Phoenix fire thing and destroyed ourselves, put ourselves into ashes. And here we come back stronger, better, and upset. I know I'm upset. You're so passionate. No, I'm angry and I got to get it out. It's got to go somewhere. Right. So I decide to put it into spreading the truth. Right. All right. So we up to March. We're an hour in and we made it all the way to March. It's been on one. Right. So yeah, it's okay. It's okay. You ready? All right.
Yep, I'm ready.
So March 5th, United States Department of Veteran Affairs announces it will lay off over 80,000 jobs.
Wow.
For the veterans. Man. On the 6th, the next day, Trump signs an executive order creating a strategic Bitcoin reserve funded exclusively with Bitcoin seized by criminal and civil forfeiture cases. All you gotta hope is that the power don't go out. Let's see. Them and their air money. March 7th, a lawsuit against the United States Department of the Interior and the Bureau of Indian Education for allegedly wrongful dismissal of BIE school teachers. Well, if it's your country, that's the funny part. It's your country, but you got to sue to have stuff done. Yeah, but it's your country. March 11th through March 15th, a group of United States national security leaders were observed conversing on a group chat using the messaging service Signal about imminent military operations against the Houthis in Yemen, codenamed Operation Rough Rider. These people, incompetent and homo. All right, so it's like, dude, pick a struggle. All right, March 13th, the Trump administration reportedly orders the U.S. military to plan options to expand the presence of American troops in Panama and potentially to reclaim the Panama Canal. Yeah, if you build a house on somebody else's land and they change their mind about having you control it, they get to do that, not your land. Let's see what else. March 13th through the 16th, widespread and deadly tornado attack. Now here come the storms, the largest on record for the month of March. And if you saw the map, if you on like I said, I'm pulling all of this off of Wikipedia, and they actually have the links. So if you go to like March 2025, it'll pop right up. And this happened on the 13th. And they show a map of where all of those tornadoes hit. Woo! It was intense. It was a lot. I'm like, what's the big deal? It was a big deal. March 20th, Trump signs an executive order that orders Secretary of Education Linda McMahon to start dismantling the United States Department of Education. March 21st, 3 people killed and 15 others injured in a mass shooting in a parking lot in a large gathering at Young Park in Las Cruces, New Mexico. So that's the 4th mass shooting in 3 months.
That on large crowds.
Hey, yeah, there you go. There you go.
Because it's just a setup. If you notice that all these mass shootings involve a whole bunch of gatherings, like concerts or whatever. People celebrating. All of a sudden, somebody just go crazy. Stay out. They telling you stay out of these crowds because it could be a setup.
Yep. I'm gonna
warning people.
Finish these and then I'm gonna read the comments on here.
Okay.
The 27th, March 27th. A Kenyan police officer deployed in Haiti. Remember I told you about that thing with Ecuador and Guatemala went over there first, or El Salvador?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
A Kenyan police officer deployed in Haiti as part of the multinational security support mission is killed in a suspected gang ambush. So this was a Kenyan police officer, not a UN peacekeeper from Kenya. But the Haitians fighting to stay here instead of going over there and finding out what is a Kenyan police officer doing over here doing anything.
I know.
And then finally for March, Colossal Biosciences creates woolly mice as part of de-extinction efforts for woolly mammoth. What you were saying? Oh God. Oh God. I want off this planet. I can't take it. It's like, oh, be faithful. I don't know. It's like, okay, maybe I know something I don't. Definitely. All right. So it's like obey. Okay. Obey Day L said 2025 is like the ultimate cheat sheet on how to run a government. I would have to disagree. I would say how not to run a government for real. Because they get everything they're doing is being undone. Right? Because they put it in place, somebody sues them or Congress makes a move and be like, you know what? We have what is this? 3 houses of government. If you have more than one of them, that makes you a king. And that's why the United States is set up the way it is, because we don't want kings. So me personally, hey, I'm not arguing. I'm just saying it could be how to run a government if you're trying to be like a tyrant, right? But how not as far as this one, he's violating. He's showing all the ways to try to violate the Constitution. He's strongly demonstrating ask for forgiveness, not permission.
Oh yeah, and they saw about Trump
that's
too.
Mice. I'm sorry, that's mice.
Oh yeah, because they was asking does he should know the Constitution, something like that. Is asking him. I don't even remember that. I don't know if anybody remember that. They was asking about Trump about the Constitution. Should he know the Constitution? Yeah, I forgot his response to it. Like he didn't. It's like, yeah, you supposed to know it.
President.
Right.
Yeah, you supposed to know the. Yeah,
and he replaced a constitutional professor. That's what's hilarious. The first time.
And they're not government. It's a rogue corporation they running, and it's falling apart. And people keep saying these people are government. No, they got a corporation. You remember Trump's good at running these corporations. What do you think the U.S. is?
Trump is good at running corporations. The dude who bankrupted 2 or 3 casinos. How do you bankrupt a casino? Everybody's drunk and distracted by hookers. How do you lose money in that kind of setup?
Right.
Bad. You don't know how to run it.
I don't know. It's like, what were you actually doing? Because I know your father, like Fred Trump, I will give that man his credit. because allegedly that's the guy who came up with supermarkets. Instead of you having to go this place for produce, then to the butcher, and then to the fishmonger, he put it all in one business, one building. Good for him, right? And then he set his son up with his network. How did you bankrupt a casino with this? You were a millionaire by the time you were 3 because of what your father did for you. And then your big brother, his namesake, was a disappointment. I won't say he was a failure. He wasn't what he wanted his son to be. So he made you his heir. He gave you his people. How did you know? It was something else going on. I swear it was something else going on. It's like, what were you
behind the scenes? Yeah.
Were you like that guy who like murdered his family because he had to cover up that he wasted the entire family fortune on a fake on OnlyFans model? Is that what's going on? That's a true story. And it's messed up because the dude who did it looks just like Stephen Miller. It's really messed up. I'm wondering if it is him. But yeah. I don't get it. All right.
It's all be over sooner or later.
March. We made it to March. Oh. Because
1 hour.
He's just getting started. You got to remember, he's just getting started. I was like, man, I hope I can make it at least to like June. I made it to April. Right?
Yeah.
Golly. Woo. But anyway. All right. So y'all ready for April?
Yeah.
All right. So April 1st.
April Fools.
Man. Yeah, April Fools. That's the first one. Yup. Senator Cory Booker delivers the longest speech in United States Senate history, breaking the previous record set by Strom Thurmond in 1957. Give it up to Cory Booker. For whatever else he is not, at least he destroyed that cracker's record. Because I don't know if you know what Thurmond Lake, how there's a so-called black town under Thurmond Lake. So they renamed it in his honor. He wasn't the one who did it. They just renamed it in his honor. You could dive to the bottom of that lake and still see like buildings, cars, furniture, people, because they just flooded it. And the fact that that stuff was still there, that tells you they didn't give those folks time to get out. But it's kind of cool because how many people die on Thurmond Lake every year that they can't figure out why. Let's see. So April 1st through April 3rd, slow-moving weather system and a stationary front caused both a widespread and devastating tornado outbreak and historic life-threatening flash flooding across much of the southern and midwestern United States. Was that? No, that wasn't that. The second, April 2nd, Donald Trump's Liberation Day speech announces new tariffs. Remember that? Liberation Day, we liberate everybody from their money.
Yeah.
Right? We're just going to pay all these tariffs, even though that's not how tariffs work, but whatever. All right, so now I got to go back in. Let's see, Wikipedia. Like I said, if y'all want to follow along, I'm just scrolling through Wikipedia and finding all the stuff that we might actually be interested in. So I'm putting April 2025 because I've had a ton of going on. I should have. Okay. All right. And again, thank you all for joining. I really appreciate that. All right. So there's February. There's March. Okay, here we go. April. Here we go. Let's see. And I'm scrolling. Oh, yeah, this is on my phone, so it's going to be a little different. Okay, here we go. All right. Events. Let's see. January. Okay, now I can't find where I was. Why is it taking me to February?
It was April 1st, April 2nd, April 3rd.
Okay, here we go. I got it. Okay, cool. Okay, let's see. April 3rd, Hungary withdraws from the International Criminal Court after Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu accused of war crimes. Wow. Which I find interesting because a Hungarian actually asked me to help him in Canada to get out of a nut house. Or what did he call it? A mental institution. I'm like, I don't know why I would help you why are you contacting me? Right? How did you find my information? Right? You're in a mental institution and you found me. Okay. I really got to figure some stuff out. Let's see. This ain't the right page. Let me see. 2025. I had a dope one. Let me see. 2025, April. All right. Man. Give me a second. Okay, I know what's wrong. I'm on the mobile version. That's what's going on. Okay. There we go, 2025. Thank you all for your patience and indulgence. All right. There we go. Got it. All right, cool. Got it. All right, cool. And we stopped on the second. All right. Scrolling through. What else? On the second, let's see. Oh, wow. United States deploys 6 nuclear capable B-2 stealth bombers to Diego Garcia amid rising tensions with Iran over their nuclear program. No, Iran ain't doing nothing to us, but sure. Let's pay for that.
They want to take over. That's all.
So sad. Let me see. And now I'm just scrolling through. Oh, yeah, okay. 7 people killed and 13 others injured by overnight. Oh, wow. So, yeah, that's that first through third. 7 people killed and 13 others injured by overnight severe weather, including tornado storms. Can you imagine waking up in the middle of the night and it's a tornado on top of you? And that was the second one within like 2 weeks, because there was another one in March. 7 people, including the perpetrator, injured in a mass stabbing near, Gallaudet University in Washington, D.C., and the suspect was arrested. Okay. Wait, the same day? This is March 3rd. This the same day. So, okay, on this day when I just said 7 people had gotten stabbed in D.C., the same day, 3 people, including the perpetrator, were killed and 2 others injured in a mass shooting when a 29-year-old man shoots his mother at passing cars in Sabudas, Maine. Wow, these people. So that's how many? Anybody keep 5, 4 or 5 mass? Can we count a stabbing?
Mass, man. I don't know.
Questions we shouldn't have to ask, right? Does a stabbing count, right? What do we call it? So a mass murder? How about that? A mass murder. So that's the 5th one, and it's April. Okay, there we go. Wow. Whew, you gotta be specific. Was it a shooting or a stabbing? Oh my God. I shouldn't have to ask these questions.
You know it ain't us doing that.
You know who it ain't. Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's safe to say who it might be for real.
You already know who.
Okay. I'm looking through here and it's like tariffs. Because I don't know if y'all remember when it was just tariffs every day. Then he turned into taco. Trump always chickens out. Like, I love tacos. That's cool. All right. And during this whole thing, I'm looking through it, and the whole time there's going on was the Somali civil war, which matters, right? We know why that's important, why that's popping up all during 2025, and then what happened at the end of 2025. Let's see. Then going more into that flooding stuff from the 7. Man, this year was crazy. I know it's the whole world on Wikipedia, but it's just like, did anything good happen? Okay, the Florida Gators, they won their basketball game, so that's good news. On April 7th, they won the 2025 NCAA Division I men's tournament, basketball tournament. So yay, some good news.
Yeah.
Something, God. Mass shooting, another mass shooting, and this is on April 8th. So this number 6, 3 people killed and 3 people injured in a mass shooting in Spotsylvania County, Virginia. So that's up to 6 if anybody want to keep track. So on the 8th, U.S. District Court judge for District Court of D.C. orders the White House to restore full access to the press to restore full access to the press for presidential events on First Amendment grounds, overruling the Trump administration's previous order to ban the news agencies after they refused to refer to the Gulf of Mexico as the Gulf of America. So yes, TikTok can censor you. The United States government cannot, especially not in the house that the people are paying for and not the president. That kind of thing. One of those things, they trying it. It's really cool. Yeah. They trying it and getting slapped down because people are doing what? They're enforcing the Constitution. You are not a king. That's enforcing the Constitution. Why can't these creatures go back to their land? And what's so special about this house? Why can't they go back? Would you want them back if these were your people? They can't go back. That's why they won't go back. And then the ones who can, they've been said it. I'll go back when all the problems are solved.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure why they choose to be here. Actually, I can only presume, somebody asked this. I can only presume they want to be here because this is the best place. So this is heaven. This is the Garden of Eden, right? This is the only place on earth where you don't have an ancient family breathing down your neck, saying that they own you because they can prove how far back their people been able to suppress the population, right? And now they trying to do that crap over here because that's what y'all used to. I'm not used to that. I don't want to get used to that, right? I like being land of the free, but in order to be that, we got to do what? Home of the brave type of thing. Got to start fighting back. And that's not necessarily physically, right? I don't fight people physically. I shut them down verbally, right? I ain't trying to fight with you. I'm trying to have this over with. What else happened? So this is the 9th, April 9th. More Trump tariffs. Let's see. On the 9th, Amazon began suspending orders on various products manufactured in China and other Asian economies amid the trade war fears because they were saying that we don't know how much to charge for these items that have tariffs on them because this goofball keeps changing the amount of tariffs. It's 25% on Tuesday, and by Thursday it's 50%, and then by Sunday it's back down to 10%. So they just like, you know what? We're just not gonna sell this stuff. And then they got them. I don't know if y'all remember. They're like, you know what? We're gonna make this real easy. We're just going to put a little caption on all our products that show the current tariff today, real time, and how much that's adding to their bill. And of course, Trump was like, y'all being mean to me. I'm so persecuted. Right. But we're the victims. You know, you're a billionaire and you have the highest office in the land and the most power on earth, and everybody just always bullying you. And we're the victims. Specifically us, right? Yeah. Oh, another mass shooting. And this is the same day. This is the same dang day. 1 person killed and 5 others injured, including 1 critically in a mass shooting during one person killed and 5 others injured, including 1 critically in a mass shooting during an anti-violence meeting at an office park in Memphis, Tennessee. Boy. Can't win, boy. Anti-violence.
We consider a mass shooting.
Anti-violence meeting, and somebody did a mass shooting there. Mm-hmm. Tell me you cursed without telling me you cursed. All right, let's see. On the 10th, what happened on the 10th? Nothing. I hope nothing. Could we have like one day where nothing happened? Nope. Nope, we cannot. A Bell 206 sightseeing helicopter crashes into the Hudson River off Lower Manhattan, killing Siemens Spain CEO. I remember this. It killed the Siemens Bank, the one who was running the bank in Spain, the branch in Spain, and his family of 4 and the pilot. Let me see. And there was a death. What was it? The roof collapse at Jet nightclub in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Oh, I remember that. 221 people died. Dang. Wow. At a nightclub. Because the floor fell in. Let me see. Yeah. That's on the 10th. All right. Because this year has been something else. All right. So the 11th. Let's see what happened on the 11th.
Another mass shooting.
Let me see. Let's see. Well, it was a big old flood in India and Nepal, and 100 people died. Let's see. I'm trying to focus on the United States. Oh, another crash. This the next day. A Cessna 310 crashes into Interstate 95 near Boca Raton Airport in Boca Raton, Florida, killing all 3 occupants on the plane and injuring 1 on the ground. Dang. What? And then the same day, 3 people killed when a Mooney M20 crashes into Cherokee National Forest in Reliance, Tennessee, and FAA and the National Transportation Safety Board are currently investigating it. Wow, so dang, that's a lot of crash. This is April 11th, and all these crashes have happened already. That was 2 in one day.
I think some more. I think some before that time too. A lot of planes.
Yeah, a bunch of them before that. It's been so far. It's been like 2 every month, at least 2.
Yeah. Then all of a sudden it stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Same day on April 11th, the U.S. terminates temporary protected status of Afghan and Cameroonian nationals. Let's see. Anything else? Okay, that's that. Oh, dang. Capital punishment in the United States. American spree killer, Michael Motti, who killed 3 people, including an off-duty police officer in July 2004, is executed by firing squad at the Broad River Correctional Institution in Columbia, South Carolina. Dang. Nah, couldn't be me. It's like, nah, you can put me to sleep. How do I not be in that situation in the first place? Let's focus on that.
Yeah, don't get yourself caught up in that.
So, did I say that right? There were 2 crashes on the 11th, and then on the 12th, a Mitsubishi M25B aircraft en route from Westchester County Airport to Columbia County Airport crashes into a field in Copiague, New York, killing all 6 occupants. That's 3 in 2 days. This is crazy. All right, so thank goodness. Now we're on April 13th. Golly.
Dang, all that happened in April.
That's why I was like, I'm just gonna have to read through this. I can't be like copying and pasting. It's just too much. Let's see what else. Come on, give us one day where nothing happened. Beautiful. So one day nothing happened. At least nothing made the news. How about that? So April 15th. Yeah. Oh, because that was Valentine's Day. Okay, cool. Yay, Valentine's Day. Okay, so April 15th. All right. I'll chalk it. I'll get that to Valentine's Day. People were too busy doing other stuff. All right. Anything on the 15th? No. Good. Okay, cool. Oh wait. It was the 113th anniversary of the sinking of the Titanic, April 15th. I guess that's interesting. Oh, what just happened? Okay. That was April 15th, was the anniversary, the 113th anniversary of the sinking of the Titanic. Let's see, the 16th. Let's see, anything. Not seeing anything. Okay. Cool. I guess Trump must have like had a stroke that week because ain't nothing going on. Okay, so 17th, cool. Nothing happened on the 16th. Yay. At least not here. There's a ton of stuff going on because it's got the Gaza war, the Red Sea crisis, the Somali civil war, which leads to something else later this year.
Yep.
For real. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Another shooting. This is the 17th. Where was that? No. A middle school student is killed and several others are injured when a school bus returning from a field trip. Oh, okay. A field trip blows a tire, strikes a guardrail, and overturns in Westchester or Chester County, South Carolina. Oh, that's sad. Between the buses, 35 students and 4 adults were injured. That's sad. That's actually, I don't like hearing children get hurt. That's not cool. Let's see. Okay. Oh, it's the same day, the 17th. 2 people are killed and 6 others hospitalized in a mass shooting in at Florida State University in Tallahassee, Florida. The suspect was arrested. So that's 7. And it's only April. Okay.
That we know of. That we know of.
That we know of.
Yeah.
That we know of. Exactly. Let's see, the 18th. All right. Wow. 18. 3 children and an adult were shot in an apartment complex in Garland, Texas. 15-year-old died at the hospital from their injury. No arrests have been made. I swear I'm not trying to make this like a breakdown of all the shootings in the United States this year. But that's all that's popping up, except for like international stuff. On the 19th, so now that's 8 mass shootings, and it's only April.
I mean, mass shootings.
That we know of, right?
Yeah, we know it. They don't report everything.
Exactly.
There was a mass shooting here. I think a few days ago here, downtown Phoenix.
All right. So same day, this 19th. This is when U.S. authority. Oh, this is when the Tesla vandalism started. I forgot about that. When people had to start putting those bumper stickers saying I bought this before Elon went crazy to stop people from messing up their cars, which is so dumb because like what does that person have to do with Elon Musk? Somebody made a declaration of war against Elon Musk. Who cares? You can't go to war against one person. What is that? I guess one person can do it to one person, but like, okay. Doesn't sound like newsworthy to me, but that's just me. Okay, so what is this? April 21st. Oh no, that's when they convicted somebody from the El Paso Walmart shooting in 2019. All right, let me see what else. Bunch of stuff in Palestine, of course, all over there. Let's see. All right, cool. It's quiet in April. That's what's up. Oh, I know why.
Yeah,
I think I know why. It's the astrology because I'm like reading through it. It's like, dang, everything got quiet after April 20th. That's Taurus.
Mm-hmm.
Sat down somewhere and just chewed their cud. Relax. It's like real short. All the stuff is really short for April. Because you saw how long, January and February was like 30 minutes. January is probably 30 minutes, Crazy. 25th, cool. It's going through. All right, I'm okay with that. No news is good news. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Oh, what is this? April 25th. If y'all remember this. Wisconsin Circuit Court Judge Hannah Dugan arrested by U.S. federal law enforcement on obstruction charges after allegedly helping an undocumented immigrant evade arrest. And she actually got sentenced for that. She actually got in trouble for that. Like, I don't understand why these people don't consider being in the country illegally. They don't consider that a crime. No, he said he was going after criminals. He's just arresting people who are working in the country illegally. That's a crime.
Yeah, other countries a crime. They lock you up or
illegally.
Send you or
the
give you a death penalty.
It's a crime, right? Yeah. Wow. Yeah, it's like, this gaslight season for real. Man, oh man. And that was a judge. I'm so glad she got convicted for that. Like, yeah, y'all need to show folks that judges can't be twisting the law that they're supposed to be enforcing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What was this? The 26th, the death and funeral of Pope Francis. Whatever. I guess it's worth mentioning. Let's see. 27th, more Gaza, Russia, India, Israel, Sudanese. Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay. Induction into, this is what day is this? That's cool. I think this is worthy of mention. April 27th. Induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame announces 2025 inductees, including English band Bad Company. I don't know who that is. American group Outkast. What? I thought Outkast was hip hop.
Yeah.
Outkast got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Go y'all! I don't know. Hey, that's fire. You're hip hop, but you got you so dope. You got inducted into somebody else's Hall of Fame. That's good stuff. And Soundgarden, they're ill. Cyndi Lauper, she's ill. And Carl Kane, she sounds familiar. So yeah, congratulations to them. That's what's up. Some good news. All right. Let's see. Death and funeral of Pope Francis. Let's see. April 28th. Going to finish up in April. Kashmir conflicts. I just think that's funny because everybody's been fighting over Kashmir since India and Pakistan got independence, but they won't give Kashmir their independence. So crazy. It's just like here, right? How slave owners wanted to be free. All right. Golly, these people. It's like the older I get, the less I wish I knew. This stuff is messed up. Let's see what else is going on. 4 female students. What day is this? The 28th? 4 female students. Wow. 4 female students aged 4 through 18 are killed and 6 others injured when a car crashes through the wall of a daycare in Chatham, Illinois. The driver was not injured, but was taken to the hospital for evaluation. Wow. Why is that always the case? The person that caused the problem is the least injured. Like with Trump, how everybody around him goes to jail.
Oh, yeah.
He got convicted, but he still ain't in jail. It's like, yeah, you're the devil's
they put it off.
on. You really are the devil's child. You really are. You take real good care of his child, for real.
Yeah, he might get locked up after his 4 years is up.
No, I think he will purposely die. He'll lay down and be like, I'm done, and he'll just die.
And then it happened on that episode.
Why not? He can have everything else he wants. Why doesn't he have the power to do that too? All right.
Don't have an episode of The Simpsons that he died or something?
Yeah, that's what I saw. And he had Secret Service in front of him. I'm like, well, they get Secret Service even after they're not president. So who knows what that means, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, none of us get out of this alive, so he got to go eventually. So yeah.
Yeah. Or they pretended or fake his death. You never know.
Yeah.
You never know what these people are going to do.
But he's 80, right? Is it worth the trouble? It's like, dude, just go to sleep. Just go to sleep and stay. For real.
Just go to sleep.
80 and fat, right? Come on, man.
They time is up, man.
The only reason you're still alive is because they pumping you up with the good stuff.
Yeah. What they saying? Trump is gonna be the last U.S. president and all this stuff. Like, I don't see anything. They can't keep up. They can't keep up the fraud. That's
they can't.
They're going on.
Drew Ali was here. That, if you look at it like the birth of a child, that was the crowning when he was here. Mm-hmm. That baby got to come out eventually, right? For real. Because look what happened in 29. They're doing the same stuff. What preceded the crash in 29? The Gilded Age. Look what's going on right now with all these billionaires wasting money on stupid stuff. Because some of the stuff that I did not want to mention that happened this year was how what's his name? Jeff Bezos sent all those useless eaters right into space. And then they had a thought everybody was gonna be happy for him. It's like, why would anybody care? There's stuff going on. You know, Trump just got back in office, right? Right. But yeah, let me care about you, playing with your what is that? Your walking around money that numbers in the billions. I'm good. I don't care. Right. And that's all of April. Golly. All right, that's April. We made it to April. Unless you want the last thing that happened in April 30th. Where was it? An American citizen is detained in Belarus, who's an ally of Russia, detained in Belarus after being accused of being part of a U.S.-backed coup to oust Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko, is released from the country. Marco Rubio confirms the release. All right, whatever. Oh, here's another one. The world's oldest person. This is the last day of April 30th. The world's oldest person, Brazilian nun, Ina Canavaro Lucas. Wait, let me say that right. Ina Canavaro Lucas, because it's 2 R's, dies at the age of 116 years and 326 days. She was on almost 117. The new oldest living person is British supercentenarian Ethel Canterham, who is the last person born in the 1900s decade, the last living subject of King Edward VII, and the oldest British person ever. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot in one life. Good for you, lady.
Yeah.
That's funny that the oldest before she never married. That's hilarious. No, I'm just joking, but that is scientifically proven that men who marry live longer. Women who marry, life is shorter. Hey.
That's kind of crazy right there.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the saying is a married widow for a reason, I guess. I'm not faulting men. It's like, come on, dude. It ain't got to be like that. But it is, so it is. All right, so that was April. Let me see. Y'all want to do May?
On to May.
Okay, let's go on to May. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Scrolling through, please interrupt me where you will. May 1st. Did anything happen in May 1st? Let's see. Trying to focus on the United States. Whoop-de-doo. May 1st, North America's 3 largest measles outbreaks continue to expand with 2,500 confirmed cases. There have been, now out of 2,500 cases, there have been 3 fatalities in the United States and 1 in Mexico. The outbreaks began in Ontario, Canada, then surged in Texas and New Mexico. And then, wow. Then they have quickly escalated in Chihuahua, Mexico. Now that's crazy because Ontario is about as far from Texas as Texas is from Chihuahua. But the way they're writing it, they're making it sound like they're related. And I don't know if y'all remember growing up watching an episode of the Brady Bunch when everybody in the house got measles and how they were acting like it wasn't that big a deal. You just got to miss school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The stuff they try to make us be afraid of. Let's see. Signalgate starts ramping up. What else happened on the 1st? Nothing good because we still in tourist season, so it's probably gonna be slow. That's why I love tourist season because I get to just sit back eat good food, and think about all the stuff I'm gonna collect in Scorpio season. Let's see. Bunch of stuff happened in India and Pakistan. Bunch of stuff. Let's see. This is the second. The CDC reports 216 children died of the flu that season, making it the deadliest since 2009 swine flu epidemic. Can you presume why that many children might have died from the flu?
Sure was the flu.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Did they get any other shots before that flu? I'm just asking some questions. One that, they were releasing in 2020. Let's see. Gang wars in Haiti. All right. Oh, wow. Yeah, I remember this. President Trump signs executive order calling for CBS to stop funding NPR and PBS. So he said the Corporation for Public Broadcasting stop funding public broadcasting. All right. And that's when they were saying Mr. Rogers, all those shows for the children were about to get taken away. It's kind of sad. Let's see. Third, nothing. Like I said, it's Taurus season, so it's probably not going to be that much. All right. And then two, because let's get to the astrology. I always got to put that up in there. Your sun, your moon, and your rising. The sign before all of those, not so much the moon, but especially for your sun and for your rising. Where the sun is, or whatever is the house or the sign before that, if the sun is in there, when the sun is there, you get tired, right? So I'm a Gemini, right? So I would get tired during the season of Taurus. And the reason that happens is because it's your body remembering, oh yeah, I remember when this happened. The first time I was preparing to be born. So I had to take a rest. I had to just lay down, sit still as much as possible and fatten up and prepare to be born. So you get really sleepy and tired, which is probably why there's not much going on during the season of Taurus in 25, because the nutcase in charge or the nutcase in chief is a Gemini. It's quiet. So,
took a break.
It's all
took a break.
break. Exactly.
Yeah.
Let me just take that straight back. May 4th, Trump announces he will introduce 100% tariffs on foreign films brought into the United States. So yeah, that the anime freaks had a fit about that one. My fault. The correct term is otaku. Get it right. Let me see. Anything else? China, Russia, Peru. Let's see. Okay, good. Let's see. May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. Did anything else happen?
Cinco de Mayo.
Yup. Okay, the 5th, the Vatican announces it will convert and donate a Pope mobile into a medical health clinic for wounded children in Gaza, Palestine, in accordance with one of Pope Francis's final wishes. That's nice. Let's see. It needs, because the Pope mobile is bulletproof, right? So that's good.
I was reading that.
You need a bulletproof ambulance for children.
Yeah. Lamborghini gave Pope a Lamborghini.
What? Why does the Pope need a Lamborghini? Next mass shooting, May 5th, 3 people. So this is up 9. Is this 8 or 9? 3 people.
I think 8.
8? Okay. 3 people killed and 5 injured in mass shooting in Glendale, Arizona. Dang, what's going out there? I don't know, out there with y'all. That's like 2, ain't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember. Oh yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
Yep.
It was hot that day.
I bet it was day, so yeah, it was probably like 120, right?
Yeah.
All right, so that's the 5th. The 6th. What happened on the 6th? What? A second U.S. Navy FA-18 fighter jet, a second one, is lost in the Red Sea due to an equipment failure during its attempted landing on Harry S. Truman. I remember that. Both of them. So the first one was the ship was trying to turn and get away from the Houthis, who were like a speedboat, a battleship versus a speedboat. Some don't sound right. And it turned so fast, the plane fell off the boat. Some don't sound right. All right. And now this the second one where somebody tried to land on them. I remember this one. Somebody tried to land on it and they didn't stop in time. It fell off. I mean, you trying to land a plane on a boat.
Why would you try to do that? Like, you know, just the stupidity of stuff. Like, why would you even try that?
That's his job. That's what they do. That's what aircraft carriers are for, right? Yeah. We got to sell all these planes over here, so because we can't fly them over there. We got to keep taking care of them and all that. So we build a boat to carry our killer planes, because that's efficiency, all right? You gotta save money when you're taking lives. It's got to be profitable. All right, so that's the 6th of May, 7th of May. What we got? I'm just looking for United States. Dang, it's like all this crazy stuff that happened. Here we go, another one. So this is number 9. One student killed and 2 others injured in a mass stabbing attack outside the entrance of Santa Ana High School in Orange County, California. And the same day, was this the day? Oh, okay. The papal conclave convened. That was May 7th, when 133 cardinals, what does that equal? 133 cardinals began the process of electing a new pope. Let's see. So May 8th, what happened?
And the new pope from Chicago?
Yeah, they ended up electing him. Which is funny because I remember being on the plane watching the announcement on my way out there for the meetup in Arizona. It's like, what does this mean? Of all times to be on a plane, right? At the moment that they're unfurling his papal flag or whatever thing, I'm taking off, taxiing in to come out there to Arizona. Why? Or the Moors, not just me, Moors were, congregating in that area. Why? Yeah. Of all days, why? Mm-hmm. Let's see, 9th. Anything happened on the 9th? Nope. This is good. The 10th, anything happened? A bunch of international stuff. No news is always good news. Good. So the 11th, so the 10th, nothing happened. What happened on the 11th? All international. Yeah, astrology is a trip. I'm telling you, nothing happened on the 11th. On the 12th, what happened? The United States got fingers and everything, but what like is their name actually mentioned in? Let's see. Oh, we got one. This the 12th. Oh yeah, this one he got the name Taco. U.S. and China agreed to a trade deal, which for 90 days, U.S. tariffs on most Chinese goods will drop. Oh my God. Will drop from 145% to 30%. I guess because Amazon had a conversation with him, or Jeff Bezos had a conversation with him. The same day, this is May 12th, the first group of Afrikaners arrived in the United States after U.S. President Donald Trump grants refugee status to the white minority group who Trump says face a genocide in South African farm attacks. The government of South Africa rejects the claims. That's great. What happened on the 13th? Okay. 13th, U.S. President Donald Trump announces the United States will lift all sanctions imposed on Syria under the previous regime of Bashar al-Assad. So once the guy that they had a $10 million bounty on for like 5 years, once he got in control of Syria, they took all the sanctions off of Syria. This place, the hypocrisy is just unreal. Let's see. That's that for that. So the 14th, May 14th. I don't see anything. That's good. No news is good news. I know it's about to pick up in a minute. Nothing on the 14th. Good. 15th. I mean, of course, stuff happened, but nothing. Okay, Iran. May 15th. U.S. President Donald Trump says the U.S. and Iran have, quote, sort of, unquote, agreed to the terms of a deal on their nuclear program. Sort of. Yeah, that's some strong leadership right there, boy. All right, let's see, the 16th. United States federal government credit ratings downgrade. They went from AAA to AA1, citing their rising government debt, widening deficits, and increased interest payments. Right. How many trillions in debt and you still got AAA credit? You got AA credit. How is that not any other letter? And you got trillions. That's crazy. Let's see. Anything else? What is this? May 16th. Good one. May 16th, moment in history. You ready? 10 inmates take part in a mass escape from Orleans Parish Jail in New Orleans, Louisiana, United States. 3 are recaptured, and the other 7 remain fugitives. You remember that?
Yeah,
The funny part about those 10 escapees, you know what was interesting about them? All 10 were Geminis. I told you it was about to get wild. Ready to get into Gemini season. All 10 of them were Geminis. I'm like, how did that? Okay. Let me not ask too many questions. I know it's just going to confuse me, you know?
Stuff like that make you want to, like, is that a coincidence? Like, you know what I'm saying? Is that a conspiracy?
And then, didn't they leave a message on the wall?
Yeah.
That said something like, too easy?
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. It's like
10 of them.
So now you want to think about who are the greatest escape artists. You look up Gemini. You know what
That's that unpredictable air. How you going unpredictable air? You trying to contain air at all. This is unpredictable. And then, I mean, even male Geminis say male Geminis are the devil. That's from a guy Gemini, right? So it's just like, hey, the devil is clever, right? Very. And it took him a long time to catch the last one too. I think it's the same day. At least 2 people are killed, including the perpetrator, and 4 others injured, including 1 critically, in a mass shooting and shootout when a man opens fire inside of a gym in Las Vegas. So that's 10, right?
Yep.
And it's May. This is exactly the middle of May. All right.
Because I looked it up. It said they had 420 mass shootings in 2025.
Well, there you go. Yeah, I know I'm missing a bunch because we only got 10 up on this list. Wow.
The ones that want to let people know about.
It's only 300 and what? 56 days in a year? 354? 365. Is that it? Wait. It's 360. How many days in a year? It should be 365. There's 365. Okay. 365.
No, let me repeat that. It says 423 mass shootings. It says a total of 420 people were killed and 1,888 people were wounded in 423 mass shootings.
Wow. More than one a day. I remember it was some of them where they were like, it was one that happened and then it was one that happened the same day. And they were just like, we just mentioning it because it happened. We're not going to give them that attention because we think that's why they're doing this.
That's crazy.
Well, I guess that's the first step, acknowledging what the problem is, and then you can deal with it.
Yeah. In Hawaii, only had 2 mass shootings. In so-called Puerto Rico, there's 6 mass shootings they had over there.
Need to make that into a map. I bet it's turned into some crazy pattern.
Yeah.
Right. It's going to turn into an arrow pointing at the White House.
This is source of your problem right there.
Man.
They've been doing that.
Okay. May 17th. I guess we just go. If we could at least make it through May, I'll be happy. All right. So this is the 17th. One person killed, 4 others injured, and significant damage reported in a car bombing at a fertility clinic near Desert Regional Medical Center in Palm Springs, California. The federal FBI confirms the explosion was an act of terrorism, which is crazy. I'm like, a fertility clinic? You would think that's the kind of stuff that happens in an abortion clinic.
Yeah. They pick like, I don't know, they're picking up random places to do that stuff.
I think he just looked up the wrong thing. Because I'm like, you just looked up clinic, right? And you switched fertility and abortion, and yeah, because I don't.
You pulled up the wrong building.
You pulled up the wrong building. Oops. All right. Let's see. Oh yeah, I remember this. Same day. This is the same day. 2 crew members are killed and 25 others are injured, including 2 critically, when Mexican Navy training ship ARM, oh, here we go, Cuauhtémoc. It's an Aztec name. You know how those names are. With a crew of 277 people on a festive visit, collides with the Brooklyn Bridge in New York. Remember that big old shiny lit up ship crashed into the bridge with all those people on the bow, right? A search and rescue operation currently underway. The bridge suffered no damage and has since been reopened. Okay. Same day. Death toll from severe weather yesterday. Oh, so May 15th through the 16th, all these dang tornadoes in Missouri and Kentucky, and the death toll rose to 31. All right. Let's see. That's it for that day. Come on, please be it. Nope, it's picking up. We get sliding into Gemini season, same day. 3 people are killed and another person critically injured in a mass shooting outside of a nightclub in Seattle, Washington. And in the same day, 8 people killed in a mass shooting in South Africa, if it's of any interest. Whew. Okay, can we please just finish the day? This is still May 17th. Can we get through the day? All right, cool. 18. Let's see what's going on at 18. Cool, nothing. Come on now. Okay, what's this, the 18th? Is that right? The papal inauguration of Pope Leo what is this? The 14th? Leo the 14th. That'd be something to look into. Who are the previous Leos, the previous 13? Let's see. Anything else happened that relates to the United States? I only mention him because he's from Chicago. The man of the ambiguous background from the Moorish Mecca. Right. He might be Creole. He might be Cajun, but we know for sure he was from Chicago. That's so funny. All these popes, they had no doubt the lineage of these popes. And they started that with Borgia because they kept swearing up and down he was Jewish, right? And so it started all the way back then when they had to confirm what their lineage was. But you can't figure out who this dude is. Except you know for sure he's from Chicago. Gotcha. Yeah, this is sure a world for thinkers. If you dumb, you in big trouble. Let's see. Nothing happened. They caught a few. Let's see. They caught the 4th of the 10 escapees from that New Orleans Gemini jailbreak. So
did he catch everybody?
I think they eventually caught the last guy because what was it? They caught him dressed up as a woman working at a Dollar General as a cashier.
Oh my God.
Gemini. You know what the Gemini? It's those 2 arms. It's like that 2. They're not like the Roman numeral 2. You know what the real representation of a Gemini is? It's a hermaphrodite.
Right.
Both sexes. Most bisexual people are Geminis or got a lot of Gemini in their chart.
That's crazy.
I could be wrong. I think so much has happened. Either that's how they found him, or what happened was they arrested a woman who was working as a cashier at Dollar General who looked just like him, but it wasn't him. But I think that's how they found him. He was impersonating a woman. Got a whole job and everything.
Dang. That's
Dude, you could have just dressed up as a woman and escaped for life. But no, you had to go get, hey, at least he was trying to. My goodness.
How do you do that?
He needs to make a movie. I should make a movie. I got AI. I should make a movie.
So, how you get a job with different name and everything? Yeah, Social Security. Who
hired him? That's a great question.
Yeah. You need to change the name, everything.
Oh, that was the largest jailbreak in United States history, too. Go, y'all. Mm-hmm. That was the biggest one, because the next day, on the 20th, they caught the fifth one.
I wonder how the interviewer was looking at him like, dude.
He dressed as a woman. I think that's what happened. That's why they couldn't find him for like 6 months.
He picked up 20 to 100 pounds of boxes over there. I can't believe it.
Right. That's probably how he got the job. Like, can you lift 50 pounds?
Easy.
Right. He go over there and lift the whole dang ample. Right. Let me just lift this let me eat that forklift. I'm good. Right. Stuff is crazy. This is the world we live in. Okay. Cool. Nothing on the 21st. Nope. Thank you. But like I said, we're getting closer to Gemini season. I think it just started. Here we go. So here we go. Yep. Here we go.
Back on Trump. He signed
May 22nd. Here we go. Because I think it crosses into Gemini. It crosses Gemini on the 21st. 6 people presumed dead, 8 others injured, and 100 people displaced, and damage to houses and vehicles are reported when a Cessna Citation 2 aircraft crashes on approach to Montgomery Gibbs Executive Airport, so a private airport, in the military neighborhood of Murphy Canyon in San Diego, California. So that's how you gonna start Gemini season, stuff falling out the air. Okay. Let's see what else. I'm just trying to focus on the United States. All right, cool. Let's see. Moving on. Let's see. What day is this? Okay, we're on the 23rd. Nothing happened. I'm like actually praying to like not find anything.
You gonna find something.
So on the 23rd, U.S. District Court Judge Allison Burroughs from District of Massachusetts blocks Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem's order to disallow Harvard University from enrolling international students, which is crazy to me. Like, I thought Congress got to decide who got to come in and out this country, not somebody who works for the president. It wasn't even the president. It was her. That's great. They tried it. They really are trying it. Yeah, I think this is like a sign for so here's what I'm getting from this, because we are at 5:00. Here's what I'm taking away from this. These pink colonial cave beasts and their collaborators are losing it. They're falling apart. Their minds are disintegrating, right? They, like I said before, they are seeking forgiveness instead of permission. Knowing that they wrote all this stuff down in a whole book called Project 2025. And they haven't implemented everything. So it's like all of this stuff, it's like children. Let me hurry up and pile in as much as I can to see what sticks, right? I'm working off of urgency, not legitimacy. And my takeaway is this is that prophecy more is enforced the Constitution. This stuff is happening the way it is, and it's being resolved so slowly for the same reason that nobody cares about that 51 protest where they're having all these protests against Trump. Why doesn't anybody care? Because we're not showing up. Why is it taking so long to check these people? Because we're not showing up. to enforce the Constitution, because that's how he keeps getting shut. He keeps losing. It's really dope. That's the good news. He getting shut down because other people, foreigners, are checking him. What an opportunity for us to take our to step onto the world stage. I got this. Allow me. Who are you? I'm a Moor. Who are they? That's another Moor. Another one, and another one, and another one. And who are these Moors? Uh-oh. Enough of them showed up. Well, now they got to take us seriously. Right? Yeah. And I really think it won't take more than a handful, like the prophet said, right? As in 5. Exactly 5. Right? It does not take much for people to get people to pay attention to us. You saw what happened when we walked through the mall, brothers.
Right. Oh yeah, yeah. It sure did. Yep.
What happened when we went to that restaurant? Why was everything on the TV Moorish? I don't think get that. How you just gonna have that ready for us and you didn't know we were coming? Everything is Moorish on the really?
Yeah.
Really.
Sure.
Man, y'all had to be. You can show up to the next meetup and you can be there. You can
be
that was enough of us. A ton of us showed up. We had a ton of witnesses, right?
Yep.
I really don't think it'll take more than 5 of us, not even collectively. That would work better collectively if we showed up together. But if it's like this one, I know I want to do it. I'm doing it. I'm suing people. Like, you cannot hold me responsible for the actions of a full-grown legal adult. I'm actually suing somebody for that on the federal level. Who is this? All you got to do to make sure that they recognize you is put L or Bay on it, and that's it. And proceed as you normally would, because that's all you got to do to differentiate yourself, right? For real. There you go. 8, 2, 5, 3. What is it? 2, 3, 5, and 7. But sometimes you do have to do it alone. Sometimes you got to go by yourself, right? Unfortunately, I'm finding that out the hard way, because we still are scattered, and we can't be waiting for. I wish I could wait for people, but I don't. Me personally, and I know the Aries can identify. I don't have that kind of patience.
Yeah. No.
Right?
I ain't got no time for patience like that. Nah.
I've heard of that. That kind of thing.
You can do it now and then. Not gonna do it at all. I ain't got time to wait.
Exactly.
Keep it
do
moving.
it now while I feel like doing it. That kind of thing.
Yeah. Because
dude, you see this stuff he's been doing. It's like, that don't sound right. How do you know that don't sound right? You must be one of the ones that's supposed to be challenging this stuff.
Like I said,
that's why I wanted to do this. Put some stuff out to the board.
Yeah. And Prophet said, he said, Europeans ain't gonna stop till death in the face.
Right.
Yep. And who's death now at this moment? Is it death? Yeah. Is it Black death? So they got to look us in the face?
Oh yeah, this is standing there all collecting, organized. Yeah, it's over. They know it's over. It's over. That's why they try to make up these little stories by make you turn people against Islam and Islamic stuff. They know it's over.
Right. But they get real careful. They say Muslim and Muslim. You be real careful not to say Muslim.
Yep.
Good for you.
Trump knows it's over. A lot of these politicians, mayors, anybody sitting in these so-called authority seats know it's over. That's why they causing all these distractions around here. Because they know that they bankrupt. And how many times they've been bankrupt? Multiple times.
Right.
And the world has turned their back on them. And then you see Trump going.
About to shut down again. It's about to shut down again in your first year. Yep. You haven't even been in office a whole year, and you have 2 shutdowns on your record.
You got to distract the people. It's over. It's over. They got to admit that it's over. That's why you see all these stores, like a lot of these stores are closing down too. The malls are shutting down. Anything connected to the U.S. corporations is shutting down. And some people don't even realize it. It's like you see all these stores and everything's like, well, we going out of business. It's over.
Oh, did you hear about Hudson Bay Company, since you brought that up? Hudson Bay Company. And I know it was on here. I think it happened in March, where they declared bankruptcy. And then they officially shut down, I think in maybe June or July. It's closed officially forever. after 400 years.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They can't continue to fraud.
You managed to stay in existence through all of this from what? 1625? How many conflicts have happened since then? World War II, World War I, all the wars, because it's a Canadian company, right? All the wars that England dragged you into, and you managed to survive all of that.
Mm-hmm.
400 after 400 years, like, no, you should have the formula figured out. But I guess it would have worked better if you weren't here.
Yeah. And he knows a lot of these banks are closing too. They don't talk about that either. A lot of these banks are sitting empty buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't make that headline news either.
No. First question be like, why the bank close? Like, how a bank get out without money? Next thing you know, like it's crazy.
All right.
Yeah, what was it? Was a lot of Starbucks are closing. A lot of these close a lot of their stores.
Chipotle is closing.
Like, y'all
closed. $20 for beans and rice. Y'all need to go.
Yeah, because a lot of these and people don't CVS and Walgreens, a lot of those closed down. And people don't see it, recognize it. Yeah, a lot of these major companies are going down. Walmart, Target, and all of them going down. Because people don't realize it, man. It's a wrap for these Europeans. And that's what Trump's doing now, clean up their mess. Now once he gets these foreigners out, he gonna start getting on these Europeans on our land. And think they exempt from getting deported? You gotta get up out of here. Y'all overstay, commit all kinds of crimes especially against the Moors. Then you'll trying to be claimed white when you ain't white. It's a legal status. You're not Americans. It's a wrap.
Gotta go.
Gotta go. It's over. Go home.
Oh, there's it. You gotta go. You gotta go.
I don't care. Again, I don't care where they go.
I know. I
gotta go home. You don't have to go home. You got all of planet Earth except over here.
Yeah.
That's a lot of options.
Yeah, I dropped that last night about that brother on my page where, why you leave your home? Like, what was so bad for you to leave? Although I
didn't have any opportunity. I had all this education, but no opportunity. Why do people come here? That's the craziest thing to me. The same thing that you do here, you can do it at home, unless there's something I'm missing, right? So you mean to tell me these so-called pioneers came over here and found, oh, look at that. Nobody's doing that here. Let me just set up shop. Oh, I can't do that at home. Then fine. Fix that problem and then do it.
Yeah.
The government is in the way. Like I just said, fix that problem and then do whatever you want to do. Right. And then, it's just, but I love how our people are starting to push back on this stuff and asking them, so why are you here? Your country, all that, why are you here? Why did you leave?
Oh, yeah, they look down on us over here. America this, America. So why are you here then?
Why are you here?
Why are you here?
We're the most educated. Okay, so why are you here?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You're so smart, you couldn't make it at home, but you smart. Yeah. You're so great. If you're so great, you can replicate this where you come from.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Unless you got some help over here or something.
If you're smart, like you said, if you're smart, you're able to take advantage of them over there. Your people over there. Why you got to
go build something
over here?
Real.
There's a lot of Hindus too over here. Now I'm working in the technology field. I know a lot of Hindus in IT, and they built up we call it IT consulting firms here in North America too. They got a lot of them here. And it's like, why y'all over here? We better opportunity and all this. Why don't you go back in Hindustan and do that over there?
You have a billion customers. Billion customers. Yeah. We don't have half the population you have. You have a billion customers that are your own people.
Yeah.
You're a loser. I can't imagine.
They don't trust their own people either.
That's an opportunity right there. Right? Are you kidding?
They don't trust their own people.
Oh, okay. That's the difference. Okay. Because I'm like, okay, if it was just a bunch of my people, so-called black people, oh, can you imagine if it was just a country just with us? Oh, that's heaven. I mean, you know, us, the ones that, you know, are proud to be us, not the ones that's like swirling because they hate themselves and ready to like jump ship and sell out at any opportunity. Not them. The people who like, you know what? I'm sick of dealing with all these outside others enjoying what my people fought for and then got the nerve to shit on me. I want them gone and just the people who are similarly done. What would that be like? Man.
Like heaven. It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
It has to. This is unsustainable. It's like, why are we the way we are unless we get to be this? Right? I'm tired of code switching. I really am. Why do I have to code switch in my house?
Thank you.
Does anybody even have that concept? Well, you got to act different when you leave the house. In America, I know you don't have to do that in your own land. I'm not even asking about that. Do you have to do that here? Or do you just get to be Chinese? Do you just be proudly Hindu? Right?
It's crazy.
Oh, it's just crazy. It's my house.
Yeah. And it's like they ain't got to listen to us either. I said, you in my land.
But that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. They're going to get deported.
Explains that breakfast fight thing. Because if you've been acting the way you've been acting, and all we got to do is wait for that 100th monkey, or in this case, that 100th more, I think that's all we waiting on. Who's the 100th more? Right? The one that's going to flip that switch and everybody's going to run just because of what's happened in every other colony. They did not have to expel those people. They left. I think we're the only ones that have ever been expelled. We had to be expelled from Spain, which makes sense because we built all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
We built all that. Y'all didn't have no libraries. You definitely didn't have no bathhouses. We built all that stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
And what's the Homeland Security are reported like how many people they said, I think I forgot the number was, they said over 1 million people self-deported.
I just saw something about that too.
So they said self-deported.
May 30th. U.S. Supreme Court rules Trump can revoke Biden's parole program for Cuban, Haitian, Nicaraguan, and Venezuelan migrants, totaling over 530,000 people. So I'm just like, seconding what you just said. They're going to have them right there.
Yeah, people already self-deported, and it's going to be more self-deportation too.
Because this is just year one. Yeah. I mean, this is how you settle it
in. It's gonna make a lot. They're gonna get so bad. People gonna be leaving by thousands out of here.
I'm here for that.
I think it's gonna happen. I'm thinking that's what's gonna happen. It's like these
millions. You think it's too small? Millions.
Every day, thousands of people. You can get up to. I mean, it's gonna get so bad that people be out of here. The airports are all full. People trying to get out of here. They don't want no part of this.
I think it's a great thing. Just like that guy. I don't know if you've seen that video of that guy who got deported back to Somalia, sitting in his village crying because he want to come back here. It's like, dude, I'm praying that this can go one of two ways. You can either just wallow in your misery and just keep crying about how you wish you could come back. Or you can be like, I can't take this no more. I'm getting ready to turn this into the place I wish I could go back to. It's like y'all are missing it. I keep saying it. The level of the lifestyle you have become accustomed to while you were here. Take that home and turn planet Earth into heaven. The whole earth into happen. You don't want that for your people? You rather just come back here and just be straight by yourself. You don't want that for all of your people? All of them. But I guess we care more about our people than other people care about theirs. Right? If we had some unity, oh my, can you imagine? Look how we act without unity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't need a lot. It's to get organized.
That's it.
Make things happen. Because more is already getting organized anyway. We've been getting organized. Sooner or later, we're gonna end up taking over anyway. Trump can't keep doing this mess they doing. So they don't have to. What more we leave it. Bye. All right. And we ain't probably force them out.
Another lesson from these Somalians. The prophet said for Moors to live close together. Look how that's working for them.
Mm-hmm.
They in clusters, right?
Yep.
I'm just saying.
Yep. Moors live close together.
When those people come to this country, they head straight to where all their people are.
Yep.
Just saying.
Criminals. That's all it is. Criminals. Yeah. That's a lesson. That's a lesson to be learned. So.
Well, we made it through half the year. The first 5 months. We made it today. Right?
Yep. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. You gonna do a part 2?
I'm up for it. What's up?
Yeah, we can do a part 2.
Y'all be better prepared to get the 7 months. Because it's like, whoo, I'm gonna start now because I know it's gonna be a lot. Because Trump, he really ramped it up. He ramped it up after his birthday. He had his little parade, and then he really got to work.
And all this stuff is going on. It's because they already know because he had to clean up this mess. He got picked to clean up this mess they made.
Yep.
He handpicked to clean up this. Okay, we got to do this and this and this. Talk with these people around the world because they lost because nobody trusts the United States anyway. Right. What they've been doing. So they've been going to people's countries, blowing up, shootings, stealing their resources, telling them what to do in their own land. You can't do this and do that. It's like, nah. And that's why a lot of people say we don't want them Federal Reserve notes. We got our own currency and we backing ourselves with gold and silver. You see what Russia and China doing? They know it's going to crash.
Yep.
These countries know it's going to crash. So we ain't going to deal with y'all. Cut them off. So that's their karma. And they're gonna drag it. Whoever's with them, they're gonna drag them right down the toilet with them. And some people willing to go with them too. So
they probably don't have a choice. You know how when you in too deep, there's no way out.
No way out.
Like, nah, you gotta take some of this too.
Yeah, you're part of the problem. And that's what it said. Go down the tube. And people like when Europeans gonna look death in the face, all their institutions gonna collapse. And especially when the Moors get organized to see us, it's a wrap. We well organized. We in government. Oh yeah. It's a wrap for them. Not American guy. They get deported. We're gonna deport you out of here.
You know what I'm saying? Everything going smooth. Nobody, everybody's doing what it's supposed to be doing. Because it's sad how to see when you look at all the other countries, like their infrastructure is so beautiful. We're just regular over here. Like, yeah, we got nice buildings and everything, but you see China's building, you see Japan's buildings, their infrastructure. Boy, all the money we giving away, and it's not even we give the money away. It's still we print the money, but it's like you see their infrastructure, what they're doing, compared to what's going over here, and we're supposed to be the richest country, and they're the poorest countries, and they got all that, and we don't have nothing. That don't make no sense.
It's self-interest. Yeah. They're taking care of only them.
Mm-hmm. Looking out for themselves.
Those children are their interest because those are their children. There is no loyalty in this country except to your group. The Somalians are showing everything. Like, no, we're straight. We'll only like say whatever we need to say to look like we with y'all if it comes up. Until then, it's all about us only. Which is fine. You need to go home with that nonsense. You can't be using my resources to do that. Right? So that, because it's like, why, how is it, like you said, how is it that these poor countries, so-called third world countries, manage to find the money so that their citizens can have universal health care? Because it's just them. And some shit, she moved from Tennessee to France, right? Because she thinks that's where her people come from. And she was like, now that I'm just with my people and not mired in the racism in the United States, I can see a lot clearer. And she said straight up, the reason we don't have universal health care in the United States is because they don't want to give it to Black folks. That's it. That's all. We can definitely afford it. You can afford to give.
Nope.
Israel got free health care. They got free health care and free education.
Look how them billions they get.
They paying Ukraine. They paying their people's pensions.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Pensions. Yep. You didn't work over here, but the United States is paying your pension for the work you did in Ukraine. Really? So why can't we get? My thing is, the best medicine is prevention. I don't even need health care. I have it, and I don't use it. Right? So it's just like it's there in case I need it, but I have. Yeah, what's the deal with y'all in this healthcare thing? How bad are y'all living? Right?
Mm-hmm.
But I understand how it's necessary, and I understand why we don't have it, because there is no loyalty in a room full of strangers.
Not. Or thieves.
And you can't justify I'm just going to reserve this for my people. Again, let's go back to Somalians, how they're getting caught up right now because they tried to do that. How they like, what happened to all that money? And then you go across and look at Kenya and look in the Somali neighborhoods in Kenya. How are they affording all these luxury high rises? Where are they getting the money from?
Mm-hmm. For real.
Unity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nationhood.
A common cause. Right? Like, yeah, we surrounded by everybody, but all I see is me. And then people wonder why I act the way I do, right? No, all I see is me. Yeah, I can help you, but I won't. Right? How much money am I missing out on because I won't let these, I'm going to say it, and I hope they hear me. I won't let these crackers buy isonomy. I won't sell it to them. Moors only. And y'all keep asking me, which makes me confirms is as valuable as I think it is. So definitely Moors only.
See what happens, then they can control the narrative. That's all this is about. So they can control everything. Because we can control it. What we're going to do, they own it. That's why when you see anybody that's kind of successful, there's a European in their box.
Yup. Have you seen those? Back to the Somalis. Have you seen who's standing directly behind them at those press conferences?
Thank you.
Yep.
How do you know how to do this? Your collaborators. All of y'all got it. Oh, but what about? Ain't no what about. All I see is sharks and tigers. That's it.
Yep. And they had a thing on Instagram too, where there's Somali. It's one European and a bunch of Somalians right there. It says friends. You see that one? They all in it. They all in it together. It's like everybody got to go. Everybody got to go.
It's like, why are these Europeans helping them? Because of how much the grant writer gets. They get like 10%. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm. They're getting a cut.
They getting a fat cut. Because, you're dealing with inbreed, so they probably getting way more than 10%.
Mm-hmm.
This stuff is crazy. But it's like, I love it because it's showing our people. I think it's a test, right? Oh, look, the lynch mob is not focusing on y'all no more. They're focusing on Somalians. So what you about to do, Moore? Are you going to join in with the lynch mob, or you just going to sit back and let what happens happens? I choose option number 2 to keep my hands clean, right? I don't think we need to do anything because they're doing it to themselves.
they hang it. They actually hang it themselves. Really?
They're hanging themselves. What made you think you could do this? We did
not
it.
Get caught.
We've been here this whole time and we wouldn't dare. But you go ahead. Let's see how it work out for you. We know who you dealing with, but you about to find out for sure.
Look how many people voted for Trump and look what happened.
We tried to tell you. Well, it's fine. We hate black people too. Guess what? We ain't fun no more. So they gotta hate somebody else. Guess who it is?
Yeah.
So this is what I just thought about. We talked about it earlier, but so one of the European was probably requesting some more money, and the Somalian said, "No, we ain't gonna go. You get enough money," and he turned them in.
No, I gotta push back on that. You know who messed it up? Ilhan Omar.
Who?
Ilhan Omar.
Who's that?
She is the Somali representative in the House for Minnesota. One of them. They got district. She started talking all kinds of crap to Trump, and Trump said, "Hey, why don't we look into her? Let's look into all of the people that voted for her."
Yeah, because she's 60 million. Ain't she supposed to be having 60? She went in.
Where she get all this money from all of a sudden, Miss Refugee? That's fine.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
That's fine for the people who are from here. You're a different breed, ma'am. That's fine if you like, even if it's like, okay, your mom and dad were immigrants and you were born here, they might let you slide. But are you for real? This is how you know these people are stupid. You for real gonna compromise. That's why I don't move certain ways. You know you're compromised and you're gonna open your mouth anyway. You're an idiot. You are 60 or below IQ. Right? Because what would the smart, intelligent person do? I know I'm compromised. Let me stay as quiet as I can possibly get away with. Right? I'm not going to say nothing unless the people I represent demand that I say something because I'm compromised. I went from $300 million to $7, $9, $8, $10 million in a year.
Thank you.
And then I'm gonna start talking crap about this guy who hates brown people in general, and then I'm Muslim on top of it. See, if you would listen to us, we would have let you know everything that makes you a target. You're brown, you're not Christian, you're female, okay? Just be quiet. Just be quiet. But she couldn't do it.
They want to be part.
She couldn't do it.
It's like a lot of these people want to be connected to the European here and think if we be cool with them and try and get along with them, they'll back us up. Nah, we'll tell them first. It's like, nah, they gonna screw you over sooner or later. They gonna look out for themselves. What happened?
They thought that was gonna be enough. As long as we continue to hate the black folks, y'all are gonna be okay with us doing all this stuff. No. Because something switched. I don't know what it is. I'm not going to say what it is. Something switched, right? I know I don't feel like I am as prey anymore. It feels like a whole bunch of the attention we used to get is being put on other people.
Yep. Everybody was trying to kiss Europeans' ass and catching hell. Yeah.
Make a deal with the devil. There you go. Nobody made you.
They try.
The thing to say is when Geronimo. When they caught Geronimo, all those Buffalo soldiers, not Buffalo soldiers, but all those so-called Indian scouts who went and caught Geronimo, they had to turn in they tore the stripes off and turned their guns in and put them on the reservation. Did all that for nothing.
Yep. Told y'all. I think I told y'all the regiment of the entire United States military, all the branches, the regiment that lost the most soldiers during World War II were the Japanese boys who enlisted thinking it would get their families out of those concentration camps. Yeah. All they got, death. They still had to wait till the war was over.
Dang.
They suffered the most casualties and got nothing.
Yeah, exactly. And see, now, I think all the so-called brothers that are in the military right now, you're gonna go fight like for what? Some oil?
Oh my God! There was a brother who came back from World War I, or II. It might have been II. He still had his uniform on, and the crackers couldn't take it, so they dug his eyes out.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, sure did.
That happened, and you still enlist in this military. The first bombing on the United States territory, so-called, was Tulsa, Oklahoma, when the people from World War II took to their World War I, took to their crop dusters and were dropping explosives on our people's houses. That was the first time the United States was attacked from the air. They tried to say it was 9/11. No, it was Tulsa.
Yeah.
And then actually 9/11 was part 3, because let's not forget about what happened in Philadelphia. Was it 1984 with the
something like that
move movement?
Yeah, the cops bombed the neighborhood,
the whole city block, and never reimbursed those people. Just to get it what was it? 3-4 men, and the rest were women and children. And then some of the children ended up at Harvard as bones for the people to examine in their anthropology classes.
Wow.
Because they couldn't find one of the little girls. They traced it and found out she was in a box in Harvard University. How did I find that out? I had the pleasure of interviewing one of the women who was there before she passed.
Wow.
This place, man, that's why I tell my children, you can be cool with these Europeans, just don't stand too close to them. Because they got a beat down coming that's way past overdue. You don't want to be standing there when it happens.
Sure won't. And they thinking they still riding around like ain't nothing gonna happen. I say, y'all gonna catch hell.
What would you do? How would you be acting if you've been getting away with it this whole time? I'd be doing the same thing. But I think that's part of the setup. Yeah, you get real comfortable.
Trump knows it too, because he probably escape before everybody else. Anybody along with it, they gonna ride, leave before. Well, we'll leave the rest of these Europeans to defend for themselves. Yeah, they gonna get
going to Russia. Maybe we should make that into a raffle. I know I shouldn't be gambling, but it's for fundraising, right? Let's make a raffle. Where's Trump gonna run to? It's gonna be Israel, Saudi Arabia, Russia.
He gonna bounce.
He gone. Yeah, he already got it set up.
Yeah, I'm out of here. Because he already knows. So, well, I'm gonna leave my people behind because I already know what's gonna happen. He's like, I'm out of here. And the rest of these politicians, they're gonna be out of here too. It's like we already know what's gonna go down.
Yeah, they're gonna try. They're gonna go to Israel.
Go somewhere.
It's Trump. Trump was supposed to be became a Jew now.
Right.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because his daughter, right? And you can only get in through a female. So these people are disgusting. So you can only become a Jew through a female. So you couldn't do it through your mama. So you're doing it through your daughter. I can see that. You all are that sick, right? I was born into this world with my own daughter, through the daughter I made. Okay, I can see it. Right?
Remember that animal. They got the animal in them.
These people need to be stopped. It's just crazy. Allah says these are my people, and you're saying no, it's these people. And anybody, you fill out the right application and pay the fee, and you win. Oh my God.
Yeah, they done. They cooked. So let's let it.
It's too much. Sometimes it's just too much.
Oh yeah.
But maybe that's what the point is, for us to get sick of it, and then it'll stop.
Oh yeah, it's gonna get a point. We
go to Switzerland. You think, like I said, he can't go home. Would you want him back? The Europeans made this mess. Do you think they want their mess back? He's gonna have to go somewhere else, right? And what are the other ones? Somebody said, who is this? Obey Day-El. I feel bad for our veterans. I just recently had to remove my documentation from the VA hospital in DC. Causally across the street, the National Children's Hospital. Okay. And then it says a lot of retired military are part of these Masonic lodges and fraternities that worship different entities. I don't feel bad for them. Because my whole life I've been hearing them say we're defending America while they were on their way to attack some folks that weren't bothering them.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad for them. My father was a Marine. All right. I don't feel bad for these folks at all. You signed up to be the devil's army. I do not. You are Legion. I'm good. I don't feel bad for you. I feel nothing for you. How about apathy? There you go.
Yeah, that's why Muhammad Ali stood up. It's like, you're my enemy. They did nothing to me. Remember he said that? Yeah, you're my enemy. Yeah. Straight
Who
to
is
their
that?
face.
Smedley Butler. He wrote some book. Let me see when he wrote that. Let me see that. Who is that? Smedley Butler. There he came right up. War is a Racket. When did he write that? He wrote that mug all the way back in 1935, where he was saying that basically the United States, they picked him to be like the commander, general, head of the military. So they were sending him in to be, what was that? Economic warfare, right? Or economic assassin. And he's like, no. And he didn't just say no. He wrote a book about it in 1935. And people are still signing up for the military. Where basically he said, no, the United States military is the enforcement arm of the bankers and these elite families. That's the only they're sending people to die to protect their investments or to steal resources that don't belong to them. This was in 1925. This is going on 100 years ago.
It's in the Silent Wars, Silent Weapons, Quiet Wars. They tell you about the military. They don't care about the military. They say the military is to do the dirty work of the elite. They don't care about the military.
And this book, he narked on the people who were trying to do what Trump has managed to do, where basically he sold the country. That's why he wrote the book. He's like, they're trying to steal the country. Like there's a whole report where it's like it said 8 billionaires try to take over the United States. And Smedley Butler is the one who tipped everybody off. And now it happens. Fast forward 90 years, it happened. It actually happened where the billionaires took over. Because everybody broke, but somehow they making money.
Yeah, right. Just like COVID.
Yeah,
everybody losing their job.
I'm not broke, but I'm a Moor, so there's that part.
Yeah, we can never be broke. They say like during COVID, how many people lost their jobs, but these billionaires gaining all that
money.
Like what? Like
they're lying and
Yep, and they karma's gonna find it. That's why Zuckerberg bought all that land in Hawaii, trying to escape. Mark Zuckerberg, he bought that land in Hawaii. He trying to leave. That's what they trying to do. Hightail it out of here.
They will build their own graves. Yeah. That's in the Quran and the Quran with a Q and the Bible. That they gonna build their own grave. Hey, whatever.
It's not
scripture. It's like, how did our people handle this in the past? Not the prophets. I'm not trying to have their job. How did the people watching, right? Because those whole nations waiting for the prophets to finish what they were doing. How did they handle it in the meantime? For real. What did they do? Say, well, I still got to make breakfast. I got to make the bed, do the laundry. Oh, it's time to go. Dang. These people just pushing gold and pearls and gems on me. Great substance, right? They won't be able to remove all the wealth from the land. That's what they're trying to do right now, right?
Oh, yeah.
But it's like, you don't know where you are. This is Eden. I can't believe how fortunate, at least me, I cannot believe I was fortunate enough to be a Moor. I look at my skin and I'm like, I'm red. How did I get this lucky? Right? Let me not waste this. And the best thing I can do is make sure the next generation don't know what I'm talking about. Right? What you mean we were so oppressed? So yeah. Oh, wait. It says Mark Zuckerberg What is that? What, a data center for his Barbie girl production line? Okay, what's a Barbie girl production line? Because these data centers, FYI, if you want to not be part of the problem, when you do a Google search, I don't know how the other search engines work, but when you do a Google search, just type in what you're looking for and put minus AI. Don't put no spaces in it. And then it won't give you AI's interpretation or summarization. It's just the old school Google search, minus AI. Because apparently, when you don't do that, letting AI provide you a summary is equal to a 16-ounce bottle of fresh, drinkable water. All right. Every little bit counts. I'm just saying, I like the old school Gemini or Google, where I can look through all the articles and decide for myself what I want to determine is right for me. Not, okay, AI just answered it for me and I'll just go on with that. Right? So no, I'll do the work myself and save a bottle of water. I'm just saying. Minus AI. Minus AI. I should make that a t-shirt. Hashtag minus AI. You know how our people are.
Yeah.
To quote Dr. Phil Valentine, right? Every time a Moor opens their mouth, a block of gold falls out. Hashtag minus AI. For real. Cabbage Patch Clone Center. Get ready to find mountain of gold and silver. I hope y'all been stacking y'all silver. Have y'all seen silver? I think it says $75 an ounce now.
Right.
75 for silver.
Mm-hmm.
So if you got in already, congratulations. All right. Your money has at least doubled.
Yeah.
And if you're more, you straight either way, but it doesn't hurt to have extra. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, oh, we all get an equal share of what's been reserved for all of us. Cool. And then I have what I say before that happened as well. Right? That kind of thing. Hey, don't hurt. And it's fun for the children. I love showing my children their stuff. Because it's like, yeah, roll that around in your hand and now roll these quarters around your hand. So you know, now you'll know the difference between the weight and the sound of real money.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's what I'm making in my house.
Yep. I've been stacking my silver and gold.
Yeah, so
don't tell nobody that. You don't have nothing.
You say that.
You got instant paper. Right. There we go. You got futures. There we go. He got an investment of mine. There we go.
The author of Rich Man, Poor Dad says something about how poor people don't know what wealth is or what money is, because he was saving up silver dollars, right? The real silver dollars.
Oh yeah.
And his mom went in and took his money and spent it, and then he's trying to explain that that his mother didn't know what wealth looked like or what money. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why you got to teach them. That's why exactly why I say I let my children play with it.
Yeah, you got to teach them because like the silver dollars we get now are made out of copper, right? So he had went all through that time that he was doing, and he was trying to save them. He was saving the actual silver dollars with the silver in, and his mom, her mom didn't know what money is and spent it, and that was like a little fortune for him. He could have but what he's trying to explain to us as people that read his book is that. Mm-hmm. People who are poor don't know what money is, and we don't.
Sure don't.
No. Mm-mm. Boy, you just unlocked a traumatic memory.
There you go.
Because my mother had a bunch of savings bonds. I remember seeing them just laying all over the house. Like, what is this? Just all these savings bonds just everywhere. There's a ton of them. And then when I turned about 11, 12, she started cashing them in. Right? Mm. And I'm just like, what you just said, I'm just like, oh my God, what if you had sat on those?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You don't know what you had.
As soon as they matured.
Yep.
What would that be? This was when I was 11, 12. I'm way past that. All right. Let's multiply that by exactly 4. What would those have been worth now? Golly.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. I just learned today about it. I heard about it, but I never went in deep with it. Uh, um, Dave Chappelle got a whole town. He owns 50% of that town where he lives at. He bought all that town, and that town that he's in was against him at one time, but now he owns 50% of y'all the town, the fire station. He owns all that, 50% of the town. Sooner or later, you know what's going to happen, right?
Yep. And he got children, so he got time.
Everybody's going to move to Dave's town. You see what you see?
He got time. He got time. Oh,
and he got the money to bankroll that whole city. So guess what he's going to be? Like he said, Lord, landlord. He put it in code, Moorish.
Yep.
Lord.
Yep. Who's the real Lord?
On national on his community his comedy show. And I was like, man, I didn't pay. So obviously I watched it. I'm like, dude, see, sometimes you got to move in silent to get what you got to get.
Yep. Islam.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Islam to that.
Islam to that.
Islam.
Whoo!
So we're gonna wrap it up. So we're gonna wrap it up, man. So it was a good discussion.
Hey, we made it through the first 5 months. That was further than I thought we had. That was dope. We had time to like delve. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Let everything out.
I love it. I love it.
It'd definitely be a part 2. We'll do the rest of the months. So
I need this recording. Because if you're not going to your YouTube, I definitely want it on mine. Please. Please don't make it.
But missing out on important things. You know what I'm saying? I know we got a lot of things. There's a lot of things going on. But sometimes they're missing faithful Moors on here trying to do faithful things. And they're missing out on this. That's exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be looking for this stuff. It's like, I know the world is going to hell. I get that. All right, I can look up the astrology. I get that. What are the Moors doing? This stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying. I'll be looking for it. I can't find it. Right? I watch what I can find, but there's not a lot out there.
So I'll put it on a website. I'll put it on a website.
What's that going to hurt to just slap it up there? It's just an upload. Yeah. I mean, you just slap it up there, right?
Yeah, I'll send the recording to you.
Islam. Appreciate that.
So then,
that was dope. That was dope.
Yeah, so more discussions. And people missing out on stuff. I don't know how many people on Instagram. I can't see it right
now. They be coming in and out, but now at this moment it's 10 people.
It's 10 people.
It was up to I think it got up to like 17, but it's 10 right now. It's the middle of the week. Some folks at work. That's why I want the recording. Right?
Yeah.
Because I've been on TikTok and these young people, they are upset. They are why the prophet could not wake us up all at once. All right. Yep. They're not angry. It's one of those things you better say something before they pop. That kind of thing. Okay, cool. This is why I like talking to people. I don't have to say everything. Y'all get it. All right.
Yeah. People get tired. People are going to know off the bat like, hey, something ain't right about this.
Right. But we can direct this energy because these are our youth. Right?
Yeah. Teach them. You got to teach them about their nationality.
They fear the college students, right? They always scared of those college students. Young and educated. Uh-oh.
They don't want that. They're scared of that. It's like, it's time. It's time to step up.
We're like the only ones that don't take control of ours. We just send them out there. Right? Everybody else is like, nope, my child is going to be this in our community. My child going to be that in our community.
No.
I'm just saying. I think all it takes is like, nah, no child. It's not you. It's not you. Because if it's you, it's me too. That kind of thing. So we'll be crazy together. All right, that's what's up.
Yeah. So we definitely do a part 2. I say we can do a. When's a good time for you doing that? The part 2.
Who, me?
Next couple weeks. Yeah,
Who,
couple weeks.
Oh,
We.
I'm a Moorish woman. I want to be the ideal. So I stay my butt in the house. Yeah, I'm just like, it's like, okay, what time is dinner? Because I think that's my only conflict. I'm not trying to tell nobody, I'm not trying to be no trad type of thing. It's just like, you know what I mean? I'm working with that energy. It works for me. So I stay my butt in the house. So my schedule's kind of like open, right? That kind of thing.
Okay.
So Mr. Sir who leaves the house that's kind of what y'all thing is. That's what I'm used to seeing, right? When are you free, right? Unless you free like me because you got your own thing going on, you know.
I'm open. I got my own schedule.
So
I want to do the 8th, but I don't know what y'all got going on the
8 o'clock. But I still can be online. All right.
Yeah.
I want. If you asking me, I want the 8th because it's Prophets Day.
Prophets birth.
Yeah.
Okay, we do the Prophets.
Because I think that's the middle of the week. Let me see real quick. Oh, it's 5:55. Of course it is. Oh, yep. That's exactly 1 week from today. 1 week, right? And it's in the middle of the week because usually Prophets Day celebrations are held on the weekend. So either they have this weekend or next weekend. So Allah willing that if we hold it on the 8th, that won't like step on nobody's stuff.
Right.
All right.
So we got this and the prophet celebration and all that in one. So honor the prophet. So we definitely. So I'll let you know what time.
Hey, folks saying they here for part 2. Got it on their schedule. Who is this? Take off. Imani, thank you. I appreciate that. And who is that? I'm trying because these letters just run together. So if I like don't put the syllable in the right place, absolve me. Atan L 40. He said he got it on his schedule. So yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
So yes, please send me this recording, right? right. It's like I'm into outreach. It's that Gemini thing, you know. Air gotta go. Air gotta spread itself around. That kind of thing. Yeah. All right, and then you fire, right? What happened?
Yeah, I'm fire.
Fire together, right? What's up?
Yeah.
Help me help you.
Yeah. Go hand in hand, harmony.
Islam. You gotta be careful with it because again, what happens when you put air and fire together?
There it is right there. It's right up in there.
Silly.
You need the air to keep our fire going.
There you go. Islam with that there. I hope I'm saying that right. Supreme honors to our divine prophet, Noble Drew Ali. I'm just reading what he wrote. Islam.
Oh, okay. Islam. Yeah. So we can do that. Do a part 2 next Wednesday. I'll let you know what time. Probably a later time.
Next Thursday. Unless you want to do Wednesday, which is a 7. But if we do it on Thursday, that's a 9 because it's 1/8, and that'll be a 9. And it's the prophet's birthday or born day. What you doing that day, right? I'm gonna be resting. Because I figure resting is the biggest form of resistance right now. It's just to rest, right?
Yeah.
Because everybody's like, hustle, work. Nope.
Burn yourself out.
Burn yourself out. Nope. I want to be a cow. Look at my teeth. I want to be a cow. No. Do you want to be okay? Do you want to be a bull?
Yeah, they're chilling.
Do you want to be a bull? Be honest. Would you like to be a bull? Be honest, because there's more cows than bulls. Would you like to be a bull? Just sitting in the sun, or in the shade, and grazing all day and making calves. Yep. That sounds pretty good to me. All right, for real.
Not a rocket science, but that sure sounds right.
It's like today. We're taking today off, and I thank you to everybody who showed up, and we'll see.
I appreciate it.
That's because of
appreciate everybody showing.
That's not everybody.
You know what today is?
Wow.
This is the day when our people were like, "Am I gonna see who's gone? Who's gone, right? And that's why I post that at Black Eyed Peas video, because that's the dinner we made to celebrate those who weren't sold off and to unfortunately welcome those who were.
Thank you.
Okay. So that's what today is. And my form of resistance in remembrance of my ancestors is to do what they couldn't do. Sit comfortably, right?
Right.
And talk mess as much as I want about anything I please.
Right.
In a minute, I'm going to go read a book.
I hear you. But that's what it is. We got to, we got to start.
So let's repeat this on the 8th. It's the same energy, right? Exactly 1 week later. Exactly 1 week? 7 days?
Yeah, 7 days.
What can
we say? 7 days, circle 7 chakras.
And I love that picture that's up there. Y'all see that, right? All right, Islam. I'm talking to the people on Instagram. Thank y'all for Instagram. And thank you all. Go eat you some. Go if you gotta go buy a can of Black Eyed Peas. Go buy some Black Eyed Peas. Make you some rice, and just eat it and see what happens. See what triggers. Because maybe you didn't do this before, but I promise you, just see what it triggers. All right, there you go.
It's good.
It's good. It's good for you. Yeah. It's good for you. Okay. Right.
So we definitely gonna be back here. Not Wednesday, but Thursday on the 8th. Prophet Solar Return. I'll let you know within 24 hours what time we're gonna do it.
Okay, cool.
Up there. So right. I'll send you the information. So
Islam.
Appreciate Islam. Everybody showing up. So
and gratitude to you for being a host. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Make sure we get the prayer. Make sure we get our prayer in.
You want to do the prayer?
Oh, yeah. You want to do the prayer?
Let's cleanse this out right. All right. Islam.
Islam. Moorish American prayer, face the east, 5 on the left, 2 on the right. Allah, the Father universe.
Allah, the Father universe.
Father of love.
Father of love.
Truth. Peace. Freedom. And justice. Allah is my protector.
Allah is my protector.
My God and my salvation.
My God and my salvation.
By night and by day. Through his holy prophet, Drew Ali. Amen.
Through his holy prophet, Drew Ali. Amen.
Islam.
That was dope. Islam. Thank y'all, Moors.
Peace, more. Peace, more.
Like you said, I'll be putting stuff out so you won't miss it. I'll be putting stuff out.
We'll be here. I'll be back tomorrow on Friday night meeting.
Oh, Islam. There you go. Go ahead. You got 9 people watching you right now.
Oh, yeah. So we'll be back here. If you want to join the Friday night meeting, it's from 7 to 9 p.m. Mountain Time. In Sunday school, 12 p.m. to Mountain Time. So you want to come join us? It's on the website on the Instagram too, at Moorish Hall of Learning.
Moorish Hall of Learning.com.
And on the Instagram too.
Islam.
Can't wait to see tomorrow. Can't wait to build tomorrow.
It's gonna be a good one tomorrow.
Right.
Islam Moors.
Islam Moors.
Peace, love. Bye-bye, y'all.